niggas on it. They used to bait me on me and my views, but now niggas on it. I used to tell them I'ma have me a show, but now niggas on it. Her homies on it, your homies on it. Y'all's the hater and all of my moves, but now niggas on it. They used to bait me on me and my views, but now niggas on it. I used to tell them I'ma have me a show, but now niggas on it. Her homies on it, your homies on it.
Realest Podcast 7, we back. I don't know that. Oh, it's 216.
27. Okay.
Because last episode was 215. It was supposed to be the Philliest episode of all time. But
Have we not recorded since that?
No, that was Wednesday.
Damn.
Yeah, it was Tuesday, came out Wednesday. Yeah, but
that's wild. When you do like one show in 1 week and we like, damn, that's it?
Well, technically we did two because we released Sloan's interview Monday also. So it was 2 episodes that got released. But
there we go.
Yeah, we've gotten back to like working ahead and stuff like that. So shout out to us, you know what I'm saying? Putting his work in, putting his pain in, you feel me? So just off of that alone, it gave us a little bit of leeway today, being as though we didn't get to release an episode on Monday. It's Media Tuesday.
We got to do Patreon and everything.
Yeah, we got shit to do. You know what I'm saying? The live show video is going up on Patreon. It should be up already by the time y'all hear this.
Do you still want to do the whole idea we had for all the live show releases?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, that's happening. People
was asking me about that.
Yeah, no, that's going to happen. We got to get we got to connect with TJ. Uptown TJ. Okay. My crypto specialist. And we're going to do a show with him about, the crypto market and all shit changing and all that. He's going to help us NFT the whole shit.
Yeah, because I was wondering, like, how do we do this exactly? Yes. We're, like, just releasing it to a certain amount of people.
Trust the expert.
Cool.
Yeah, we got to make an OpenSea account and all that
like, do
cool
we just
shit.
give them, like, mixtapes, like, back in the day? Like, here go your tape, fam. Bang this.
Yeah, so we're gonna connect with my bro TJ, get that done. Shout out to him wherever he's at. Probably somewhere doing something cryptonic.
That's
but yeah, we're back in this thing, man. Me and Dan are back from vacation. We did a quick little 40-hour trip to Houston.
How was that?
It was lit, man.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay, there we go.
Houston was lit,
man. Houston has officially creeped into my top 3 American cities. I've had to redo the list. L.A., you out of there.
Really?
Yeah, L.A. is toast. They murdered the nightlife. Like, COVID killed the nightlife. So it's like you can't go out.
So what's top 3?
Miami.
Of course.
Vegas.
Okay, there you go.
And Houston.
I wouldn't put Houston in there. I would.
Yeah.
I wouldn't put Vegas in there because I'm a gambler. So sometimes I have a good time. Sometimes I have a horrible time.
Yeah. See, my gambling strategy is I got this amount to lose. Like, so I don't mind when I lose.
I play poker, and to me, that's not like gambling.
Yeah,
like, not in the
skill.
traditional sense.
Yeah, that's a skill.
So I can go sit in a poker room for 20 hours and be perfectly fine. Last time me and Lee was, it was just like, where you going? To the poker room. Get away from me. Go see Celine Dion or something,
Blue
like,
Man Group.
Yeah, Elton John is performing over. Like, go do something.
It is me going to the ATM 10 times and my bank saying no, nigga.
I don't. I love Vegas. I was saying the other day, like, I would live in Henderson, which is right outside of Vegas. Yeah.
Just the vibe of Vegas, the shopping, the resorts, the fucking pool clubs, the nightclubs, all of the women. Like, all the women are the same color. No matter what ethnicity they are, they're all like that perfect golden, tan, brown color, whatever.
Yeah.
Asian, black, Filipino, Hispanic.
Undercooked sesame chicken.
Yes.
Yeah. They took all the prettiest bottle service from every state and imported them to Vegas.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, so it's like, and everybody's nice as hell. You know what I'm saying? On top of that, too, because they understand that you are here to spend money.
You know, it's one of my
There's
favorite.
no other reason for you to be here.
You know, it's one
We're
of my.
in the desert.
So everything's cheap.
You know, it's one of my favorite cities, low key. Seattle. Have you ever been?
Never been to Seattle.
Seattle was nice as fuck. I like Seattle a lot.
They canceled the Pro-Am this weekend. The LeBron game and all of that shit ended up getting canceled.
No, he did play.
No, what's the name said the game got canceled?
Yeah,
second quarter. Oh, second quarter it got canceled, yeah.
I'm about to say, I seen LeBron out there shooting and dunking and everything.
Him and DeJounte worked out after the game.
So why did they cancel after the second quarter?
I have no idea. I just saw DeJounte's post because I follow him on the gram, and he was like, "Yo, game got canceled, but bro locked in with me after the game. Blah blah blah. Appreciate
this is definitely some Hookah Ninja Warrior shit right here. This is definitely some.
Yeah, no more live shows with the hookah competition. You know what I'm saying? $100 a ticket for sure. So yeah, Houston has creeped into my top 3 cities. I hadn't been to Houston since like 2016 or 2017. I went for my birthday a few years ago, and I went to a Warriors and Rockets game. At that time, this is when James Harden was still on the Rockets and all that. Steph was Stephen, you know what I'm saying? Clay played. There was the whole 9. You know what I'm saying? It was dope as fuck. I had pretty decent tickets. I didn't sit like AA row or courtside, but I was probably like the 7th or 8th row. You know what I'm saying? And for back then, 7 years ago, Chad, that was pretty good.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? I wasn't scumbagging it. This time, flew into the city. I had like 9:30 flight, flew first class on American. Pretty decent flight going. That was cool. It was a clear difference in the first class treatment versus the coach treatment.
Oh yeah, it's not even close.
It was just like, yeah, you coach motherfuckers, give us $5 and we'll give you something to drink.
Hey, it's the birthday boy. We recording, cuz.
Oh, all right, never mind, Jerry.
They can hear you, though.
Happy birthday, dog.
Happy birthday. This is Kev, everybody. Happy birthday to Kev.
Are you still in the non-disclosed location?
No, I'm out. I broke out of jail.
Okay.
We'll holler at you after we get done on this.
All right, bro.
All right, cousin.
Yeah, happy birthday to Kev, man.
But yeah, go ahead about your Houston.
37. So
Your Houston.
First class flight was lovely, whatever case may be. Whenever I fly first class, I try to sit in the first row. So it's like I'm first class.
I've given up on the first John in first class.
Really?
1A and 1C. Because like, especially with American, these cheaper planes where it's like it's the wall in front of you.
Yeah.
And I don't like that. It do give you a little extra leg room. Right. But it's like I want the TV to come out the headrest. I hate the shit that come up out the side. I don't like none of that.
Yeah, so
I've given up on 1A and 1C.
Yeah, so I sit right in the front. You know what I'm saying? Always right side, first 2 seats, whatever. So I did that. Boom. Get there. Whatever. Yeah,
you a DNF man.
Yeah, DNF. Yeah, that's me. Yep. Always on the right side.
I like the left side. It's funny as shit.
So get there, whatever. Everything was cool. Go to Enterprise. Get the airport shuttle. Go to Enterprise. Enterprise has no fucking car.
No.
I made this reservation weeks ago. There are no cars. So I pull up. I'm just sitting there. They like, yo, we gonna get you a large SUV up here in a minute, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, all right, cool, no problem. So after like 20 minutes, dude, like, yo, nice guy named JJ at Houston Airport Enterprise. He like, yo, y'all want to just go back inside? I'm like, we're not doing that. Like, if we go back inside, that means we're going to be an hour because you're going to forget about me. Yeah. So he like, yo, y'all just want to go back inside.
No, the tavern in there. They got, it's real good.
Bagel bites.
Yeah, they got some real good shit.
I'm not going back in there. You know what I'm saying? You got to be chill.
Motherfuckers start telling you who got good-ass bagel bites. Like, man, it's about to be long as shit.
So I just sit out there. So they got the exotics row perfectly placed right in the front.
Oh, did you scumbag the Porsche?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay.
I scumbag the Porsche. Best
Clap for that.
Yeah,
Okay.
you know what I'm saying? Scumbag the Porsche. So after a while, I'd say to my girl, I say, yo, I'm about to just go see what's up with this exotic row. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to just go see what's over here. Yeah. I can see, but like I can't see.
Yeah.
Let me go walk up. So I walk up. They got it's like a Porsche. It was a 911 Carrera. They had an Aston Martin, whatever. I think it was a DB9. Like the stone gray with the burgundy blood interior or whatever. They had a couple Range Rovers, Maserati Levante, which is junk.
Straight up drunk.
They had they had the Porsche, all blacked out, Panamera. They had a G-Wagon, white with black rims, black interior, nasty. That's what I was shooting for. So I come to JJ. I said, listen, bro.
I come to JJ.
Yeah, I said, listen, man, let's have a talk. Let's have a conference. Step into my office, which is your office. This is the parking deck.
Right.
So I tell him, step into my office. So we talk, and I said, yo, what's up with what exotics is booked, what's not? He like, I don't really work on the exotic side, but I can make a call and find out. I said, all right, what's the rate for the G? And then what's the rate for the Pano? He gave me the rate for both of them. I said, all right, cool. Either one of them is cool. My preference is the G, but if it's not available, I'll take the Pano. All right, he called a manager for exotics, blah, blah, blah. Hey, man, you in luck, man. You know what I'm saying? The Panamera is available. I said, all right, cool, give me that. So now all of a sudden the level of service goes to a whole nother level. Nigga carrying my luggage, all kind of shit. You know what I'm saying? So we end up getting into the joint. It's already tinted up, the whole nine. Like they really go high end, like, you know what I'm saying, with the exotics or whatever. And it ended up being a platinum edition. It was triple black rims, black paint, tinted, black interior, the whole nine or whatever. And that motherfucker was a beast. So I ended up renting that instead of the SUV. And it really was like damn near the same price. Like it was probably like $130 more a day or something like that.
Yeah, the Enterprise exotic Jones don't be like crazy.
No.
Yeah.
You know why? Because they bought 900 of these.
Yeah.
And they bought it direct from the manufacturer and got the best fucking bottom line deal you can get. So it's just like, yeah, whatever. The Exotics location in Paoli is ass, though. I rented from them a few weeks ago when I went to New York.
I have no problems with them.
Paoli?
That's where we always go to. I have zero problems.
That shit
with
was ass.
When I had the X7, I got it from there. The what else did I get from there? X7, the gray Range Rover. I had a 750 from them, and I had something else recently. When was the last time we rented a car to like just on some move around? Where the fuck did we go?
I know y'all went to Virginia. Y'all rented a car one time. Y'all went to New York one time. Y'all rented a car. I remember.
That was the X7. We rented something else from them. The X7, the 750, the Range, and it was something else. It'll come to me.
But yeah, a couple weeks ago when I went to New York, I rented a car from them because my BMW needed service. So as y'all know, I sold my Mercedes. My BMW needed service. I was like, all right, fuck it. I'm not going to be the nigga, do the nigga shit and drive up there, need an oil change, all that dumb shit, whatever.
Right.
I'm going to, just rent something, whatever. So I ended up renting a car. It was supposed to be a S-Class or a 7 Series. I walk on a lot. It's nothing in sight. And I'm just like, bro, y'all got to be shitting me. They offer me all type of stupid shit. They like, yeah, we got a drop top S5. And I'm just like, yo, what is wrong with y'all?
Like an Audi?
Yeah.
Okay.
They're like brand new. We just got it. Y'all going to just have it because nobody fucking wants to rent an S5 convertible.
S5 is all right. That's a decent car.
Not if you expecting an S-Class.
I mean, hey, listen. Could have put your ass in a motherfucking Taurus. You know what I'm saying? You want this motherfucking S5
so I ended up with a new Navigator, like a brand new Navigator, whatever, which was very, very nice.
They had a couple Navigators when I was there last time. They honestly, when I go there, it's always but they got
I went on
Teslas and all kinds.
I went
of
on a
shit.
Friday afternoon. It wasn't shit there.
Oh, well, there you go.
Friday at 3:00, wasn't nothing there.
Yeah.
All right, so fast forward back to Houston. So the level of service changes once I, get the exotic, whatever. I get up out of there, boom, bounce around the city, go to the Galleria, go to Saks. I ate at Raising Cane's for the first time.
Oh my goodness.
It was delicious.
It is.
It's delicious. I give it like a solid 8.5 out of 10. The chicken tenders are smoking Chick-fil-A. They get Chick-fil-A out of
It's
here.
not even close.
Yeah, it's like a whole nother world. So much so that yesterday, where did I eat at? Raising Cane's. You came back here and went to the Raising Cane's on 39th Street.
Like a hoochie on fucking 40th Street.
Yeah, exactly. It's mad niggas out there with like shiesties on and wife beaters and shit like that. I'm like, I'm in the wrong place. Meanwhile, it's an Ivy League university across the street doing onboarding for all of the freshmen moving
Absolutely. Motherfucking Raising Cane's is good as fuck though.
Yeah, no, it's excellent. So shout out to Raising Cane's. That was good. Ended up going to the hotel, took a nap, whatever, got dressed, went to the show. I want to say this. I took notes. This is how good this motherfucking concert was. Chris Brown is a different animal. Mm-hmm. He is one of the only people that I've seen in concert literally do 50 plus smash hit records. The other three are Jay-Z at the Barclays Center, Kanye West.
I was about to say Kanye jumped
in December, and Drake during the Migos tour. This motherfucker did so many records like over the span of, it was essentially 3 sets that he did. So this is the structure of the show. So we get in the building at 8:30, whatever. Doors opened at 6. They didn't start the show until they supposed to start the show at 7 with just a DJ set. I walk in the building at 8:26. Young Blue was walking on stage. Mm-hmm. So Young Blue come out. He did about 5 records. They was fucking with Young Blue, and that's how I know. Like, oh, I'm in the South. I'm in the South because they knew all of his songs. He was doing like album cuts. He did Ice on My Baby. He did Miss It, shit like that. Like these older Young Blue records.
And where is he from?
Mississippi.
Okay.
So it's like, I knew like, oh, I'm in the South, like Young Blue, you know what I'm saying? Getting a standing ovation, like the whole 9 or whatever the case may be. So immediately after Young Blue gets off stage, now this is a tight show because it took them long to get started. Once they got started, they was going. Immediately, Lil Baby comes out. He do about 25 minutes or whatever like that. Records. I'm like, damn, like, to be so early in his career, like 5 years in, like this nigga got a lot of fucking records. So then he leaves the stage. Chris Brown comes out for his first set. His first set had to be about 45 minutes. Mm-hmm. Records, like just dropping shit like She Ain't You, Ayo, fucking Deuces, like just records. Lil Baby comes back out. Lil Baby do like another probably 35, 40 minutes or whatever like that. I think he ended up closing with his final songs was like his new shit like Frozen, the Pound Cake remix. I be in a loop, she be in a loop. That shit, that's like his biggest record. And we heard that in the club, but we went to the after party. We went to Lil Baby at the party. They went crazy over that shit. And then he closed his set with freestyle. Shout out to them niggas, that's me. I'm in this bitch with TB. He closed with that shit. Standing ovation, boom. Chris Brown comes back out. When Chris Brown came back out, he did an hour and a half. Like, and I'm just sitting here like, wait, what? He has a segment of his show that he puts 3 songs on the screen and he goes by crowd reaction and he performs the song on the spot. So every night, that means depending on where he's going, he's performing a different song out of these genres, whatever, and he don't even know what songs is going up. The shit that he was putting up was so like the epitome of Chris Brown that he left fucking Grass Ain't Greener, No Air, and No Bullshit didn't get performed.
Damn.
Those are 3 of his biggest records. They didn't get performed because the crowd picked these other records.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie because not trying to be funny. No Bullshit is my favorite Chris Brown
Yes.
record. So I would have been tight.
Yes,
Yeah.
as I was.
Yeah, because that's my shit.
So I'm sitting there like, fuck.
That's 3 in the morning. Yeah, that's my shit.
So
dog.
that got left on the table. So this lets you know the level of shit that like this motherfucker is dropping. And he ended up closing his second set. Have you ever seen somebody close a concert 4 different times?
No.
Did the biggest record of your life, and then did a bigger one, and then did a bigger one, and then did a bigger one. This motherfucker, his closing set was Loyal, then No Guidance. Then he brung Lil Baby back out and did Addicted from the new album, which got a crazy ass pop, which was unexpected. And then he closed the show for a 4th time with Go Crazy with Young Thug, with the fucking Thug NFT cartoon shit on the fucking Jumbotron. Bomb. And I'm just like, and he danced and sang the whole fucking hour and a half, that second set, 40, so 2 hours plus or whatever that he performed. This motherfucker just did not stop. So from 8:30 to 11:30, he did roughly 2 hours plus of the overall stage time.
It was funny because I was waiting to say it on here, but one of my peoples was actually at the concert he was at the other day. And he hit me and was like, yeah, I'm about to go to that Chris Brown Baby drum. I was like, oh, Chad and him down there, he going to that shit. And he was like, word. And I was like, yeah. He's like, if I see him, I'm going to speak to him. As he listens to the podcast or whatever. And I'm like, it's going to be 30,000 people. You probably,
probably not going to see it.
Chances are. But he hit me afterwards like, yo, cuz, like, I know Chad going to give you a good rundown on the show and shit, but like, Chris Brown concert is nuts, yo. Like on some shit, yo, like, I don't know about him versus Usher and shit. And I'm just like, yo, man, do y'all really want Usher to break out the U-chain? He was cracking the fuck up. I was like, Usher bring out that U-chain, you in trouble. You gotta remember, Usher could dance for his day.
Yes.
He's not no dancer.
He ain't no Chris Brown.
For his time. Yeah, I mean, I remember Michael Jackson 30th anniversary. Remember Usher came out there and was sliding across. Remember Mike, of course, stopped him like, all right, let me show you what we doing out here. But Usher for his day could dance.
Yeah.
He ain't no dancer like Breezy. No. But I'm like, hit-wise, Usher's coming fully loaded
now,
too.
This is what I would say. In a 20-song versus, I've accepted. I originally thought Chris Brown would beat Usher. I've conceded that.
If it goes past 22,
if it goes past 22,
you're in trouble.
Usher is going in the dirt.
But I'm gonna tell you why. Because Usher kind of fell into like, I'm trying to think who you could compare that to. Like Chris Brown has what? 14 albums.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And the last 3 have 33 songs each.
So Usher literally fell into like that. Once the Confession shit hit, I'm on the back nine. There is no, I got an album that sold 17 million records. Like there's really nothing else for me. Like at this point, it's just, fucking. You know, like it's just like hoes and that shit.
Yep.
Like what? Think about every video you see of Usher nowadays. What is he doing? Skating. Yeah. This nigga, he's on leisure time. He came and did the tiny desk right? They know what it's called.
Smoked
it. But it's just like there's no Usher's not dropping again.
No.
And Breezy still is like privacy and all of these like Breezy still like going. He just had a monster record a couple years ago with Yo Gotti. It's like he just
performed that shit.
They
got
got
a
planes,
crazy
trains,
pop.
and automobiles.
I just want to change your life. That shit
So it's like Usher he fell into that Michael Jordan shit where it's like I'm gonna play for 3 years. I'm going to hit some wiffle balls. Like it's like that shit. Yeah. And like honestly, if you had to compare them two to anything, Jordan versus LeBron. Usher and Breezy.
Absolutely.
Where it's like Mike got that career that you just can't argue with, but it's in a vacuum. It's 3 years, pause, 3 years, pause, 3 years, own a team.
Yeah,
LeBron is just every year I'm getting in better shape, better style. I know how to do this. It's my 19th year. I'm going to play point guard. Watch out. It's like that's Chris Brown.
Believe the league in the system.
Yeah, like that honestly, that's a real good analogy. That's Chris Brown and Usher where it's like
that's
Usher,
spot on.
Usher fell into My Way, 7 mil. 8701, Diamond, Confessions, 20 mil. Where the hoes at? You got my where the hoes at? And Breezy is just 2 mil, 2 mil, 2 mil, 2 mil, 2 mil every fucking year. It seems like
Breezy's a fucking machine.
He's a straight machine.
He had an album recently that sold 818,000 the first week. Like this nigga's a massive star, and don't get it fucked up. Besides the star power. That stadium was packed from the floor to the roof. And I'm sitting there like, damn, there's some open spots in here, blah, blah, blah. As soon as he touched the stage, all of that shit was cell phone lights, the whole shit.
You want to know what's crazy is, I'll be all the way live with you. I'm not even sure Usher could pack a stadium right now just because he doesn't drop. And like, it would almost be like in certain areas, it would be like legacy.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like he could pack the State Farm in Atlanta. Right. He could pack Madison Square in New York.
He could pack L.A.
Yeah, but I don't see Usher just pulling up to like...
He ain't doing 40 of these.
Fort Worth, and they just coming out 100,000 at the... You know what I mean?
Brown and Baby is about to add Euro dates to his fucking tour because that's how much the tour is kicking ass. So directly to the point that you made, when it comes to a Verzuz, it's like, yeah, anything up to 25 songs, I got Usher. But if it go past 25 to 30 to 40 to 50, let's go to 75. It might be.
I mean, it
might be 50 to 25.
There are very few artists who honestly could do that. Like even when we start talking about like Janet and Mariah doing a Verzuz, where it's like, yo, it's almost unfair to put Mariah in a Verzuz that's 20 records because Mariah got 20 number ones.
Exactly.
So it's like just her legacy of who she is all of these records together. It's Fantasy on top of We Belong Together, on top of One Sweet Day, on top of Always Be My Baby, on top of Honey. So you're talking about like multiple different eras. And the same thing when I look at like who's somebody else you could throw in there? Like when it comes to the rap side, like Jay-Z. You know, Jay don't got a record in the last couple years that move out like All In from Lil Baby. You know what I mean? But when you start talking about Can't Knock the Hustles, you're talking about shit when Baby wasn't even born.
You know what I listened to the other day?
How old is Baby?
Baby is probably 27, 28.
27? So yeah, it's like right at the beginning of Baby life.
I listened to So Ghetto the other day, and I'm like, this nigga is the best rapper I ever heard in my fucking life.
I keep it a buck with you, yo. I was listening to Do It Again in the gym today, and how the fuck you gonna talk about them C's on my hills?
Jay just an asshole.
That's how
both
that
hands
nigga
is chunky, the sleeves on chill. Any given time, 100 G's in your grill.
Jay-Z really started a single by saying, how the fuck you gonna talk about them C's on my hills? Asshole for life.
That nigga incredible,
Yo.
man. These niggas so good. That nigga said, so I'm chilling in the car with this bougie bro. She say, Jiggin' man, you're rich. Take your do-rag off. Hit a U-turn. Mom dropping you back off. Front of the club. Jigga, what you do that for? Thug nigga to the end. Tell a friend, bitch. Won't change for no paper. Plus, I been rich. 88, been
hustling. Linen been crushing them.
Women been fucking them, huh?
See, I live for the love of the streets. I rap to the ruggedest beats. My whole closet cluttered with heat. Jay was dog. Jay was just asshole levels on. It was asshole on asshole.
And to know that it was effortless and he didn't write this shit,
dog.
This makes it even more like
dog.
This nigga's the greatest.
Dog. Dog.
And I know we've turned the corner on Jay because we talked shit about Jay for the first 2
But here go the crazy
episodes
part.
of the show.
And
We
people
always gave him his props.
I always had Jay top 4 at least. At least. I've never ranked Jay below that. I would never say no crazy shit like Eminem or Snoop Dogg or nothing. No. When I talk about Jay, it's literally between Nas, Biggie, and Pac. That's it. That's the only people. And I put Pac there because Pac was just so good at making songs. These other niggas just aren't. They're not as good as him. You could argue it all day. Pac made better rap songs than just about anybody ever. I'll die on the hill that Nas lyrically is better than all of them. Lyrical content, none of them niggas can see Nas. Biggie, overall, is just, who can compare? When you encompass cadence, flow, just the way you architect your fucking mannerisms. Biggie was the first one to really do that. Where it's like, when you hear Jada go, hey, when you hear the lighter flick, when you hear Drake say, yeah, Biggie was the first motherfucker where it was just, and you knew shit's about to get dark.
Biggie started off a verse laughing.
Yeah.
Ha 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 ha.
Yeah.
Check out this bizarre rapper style used by me. The beat hadn't even dropped yet.
Dog. When I heard Big straight say, this goes out to cats, fingers in they ass again, $50 half a min, daydreaming. How the fuck do you even catching the flow like that doesn't make sense. I say it all the time. If you want to talk about Biggie just in a vacuum, he made garbage rhyme with doorknob. Yeah. That doesn't make English sense. But Biggie did shit like that effortlessly. And it's like, I look at just those 3 guys where it's like, Jay is in the wheelhouse. When you want to talk about being an asshole and talking shit, none of them can really compare to Jay. As much as I love Big, he's just not as good of a shit talker because life got cut short before he saw $100 million, before he saw a $200 million house, before he saw the chokehold that he could have on, urban business.
Yeah, Brooklyn Mint didn't get released, and he didn't sign his fucking $62 million deal with Columbia and all that
so
shit.
Jay can get on the track and say, y'all could bullshit with rap if you want, motherfucker. And it makes sense because he really transitioned into something else. But when you talk about like those legacy acts versus like right now current, that's why I don't like the LeBron Jordan argument. It's like, why are we doing this? You know what I mean? It doesn't make sense. So, but that's for another day.
Yeah. So, Chris Brown, A+ performance, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, A+ performance, and then he ended the show off. He brought his daughter out, which was beautiful. His mom is from Houston or whatever. Okay. So he ended up bringing his daughter out on stage and shit. She was, side stage watching him perform the whole time. And that motherfucker just a machine, dog. The production on this tour is beautiful. They got the fucking, got these lifts. They got a fucking, all right, so you got the stage, right? Then you got these video boards. And then inside of those video boards, you have lifts. So where it's like, we could lift this shit up 10 feet above that or whatever. So he's dancing on that shit. And then they got the giant LED board behind, flanking him in the back, and then 2 Jones or whatever over to the side. So they definitely.
I'm gonna just go ahead and say it. Chris Brown got past a domestic altercation with Rihanna.
Yes.
That is a testament to just how skilled and good he really, really is, because a lesser man doesn't beat that.
You're done.
You're just not Rihanna.
We never see you again.
Rihanna, yeah, but
yeah,
not
Umbrella
Rihanna.
was out already.
Yeah, not Rihanna. And he got past that, and that hindered him for maybe a year and a half. And when he did that crying at the BET Awards thing, it was just like, I don't know. Right. I gotta give Breezy a pass. Yeah. And he got his career back.
And I think a big part of it is that kind of like this Tory and Meg shit is unfolding. I think enough influential people in the music industry know the real story of what happened, to where it's like, if you do the dog and pony show, we'll let you back in. We'll slow walk it, but we'll let you back in. And I think that people understand, like, as much as the end result was what it was and them photos was discussing and all of that, a man and a woman had a fight for whatever reason, and he got the best of the fight. It wasn't like a, bitch, I'm gonna knock you the fuck out situation.
Yeah, it wasn't a Ray Rice.
Yeah, it wasn't a Ray Rice thing where it's like, bitch, you in the club? Nah. Yeah. It wasn't a situation like that. And I think enough people that matter understand that, and that's kind of what gave him a lane back into the industry.
I say it all the time. One of my favorite shows, Entourage. Ari told Vince, America loves a comeback. And since Britney Spears fucked hers up, it's all you get. Like, that shit is real. America loves a comeback. Oh, I got some shit for you to watch, too.
Okay.
You want to hear it now?
Yeah.
Okay. So it's a docu-series on Netflix called Web of Lies, where each episode they go over like prominent situations that happen through the internet and everything around it. Are you familiar with this swatting shit?
No.
Do you know what it is? It's when gamers call SWAT teams on each other.
Oh, yes. I'm sorry. I'm very
Dog.
familiar with this.
So there's this guy from the California area. Hold on, because I want to get you the actual factuals, because I actually saved this in here. His name is... That's what I was looking for alone. Okay. His name is Tyler Barris, right? He was the best swatter, like, ever. I don't know how you
get a ranking?
How you get a ranking to this, but his whole thing was he's on the documentary from federal prison, like talking to these motherfuckers. Like, yeah, my thing was once I realized I could do it, it gave me a rush to where it was like I could send SWAT teams and call in bomb threats whenever I wanted and they couldn't catch me. So it just became my thing. This motherfucker pulled off 43 bomb threats in the state of Florida alone. You know what I'm saying? Dog, this shit is crazy. Dog. The nigga was just calling in bomb threats to just... She was like, yeah, shit, I would be driving down the street, see a school, and be like, I should clear this motherfucker out. And just...
Kids probably won't go home.
Call in a bomb threat. This motherfucker was doing this shit everywhere. So he had like a big following on like Twitter and all of this shit because they knew he was like, you know, all of like the gaming industry motherfuckers knew he was like the best swatter out there, motherfucker. Yeah. So they was playing like his calls. If... Say he was calling to swat on you, he would call the cops like, yeah, I just killed my girlfriend. I shot her in the head and I don't know what to do. I'm sitting here with the gun. They just pull up to your crib, SWAT team. This shit is nuts. So peep the situation. This shit happened in Wichita, Kansas. Two gamers, young boys, right? Names were Shane Gaskill and Casey Venner. These motherfuckers was playing Call of Duty. Like, say me and you are playing Call of Duty, right? Yeah. And we're facing other people on Call of Duty. Did you know that they can bet online?
No.
These motherfuckers can bet when they play like these Call of Duties and these warfare games or whatever. How much was the bet?
$100.
$1.50. They had a $1.50 bet against two other motherfuckers. The nigga Shane accidentally killed his partner. Right?
Yeah.
This is on a video game. Like friendly fire, like accidentally shot him. They lost the jump, so they lost $1.50. These two motherfuckers start arguing about the shit on Twitter. The other motherfucker, Casey, he contacts the boy, what's his name? Tyler. He hits him up like, yeah, this motherfucker made me lose $1.50. I want you to swat his ass. So Tyler, mind you, this motherfucker's homeless. Right? So remember this part. This motherfucker's homeless, so he does this shit every day. Where does he do it from?
The library.
The library. Exactly. This motherfucker goes to the library every day, get on Wi-Fi, and just be swatting people. This shit is nuts. He reached out to him like, yeah, I want you to swat him because he fucked us up, man. We lost the game, man. We lost $1.50. Tyler reaches out to the boy Shane like, yeah, you know you on top of my shit list. Your man gave me $50, so it's on for you. You know what I'm saying?
Unlimited swaps.
So the boy Shane hits him back and was like, ain't nobody fucking scared of you. I know your reputation. Bring it on, motherfucker. Matter of fact, I'll make it easy for you. Gives him his address. Motherfucker calls the motherfucker's like, yeah, he's pretending to be the boy Shane. Yeah, I just shot both my parents. These motherfuckers had it coming. Da-da-da-da-da. Fuck everybody. I'm ready to kill myself. Da-da-da-da. SWAT team come to the fucking crib. The boy Shane gave the boy Tyler his old address. His family had just moved. They sold the house. He gives him the old address. The SWAT team pull up to the old address. It's a new family in there having dinner. The fucking dad opens the door, shooting, killing. Dog, kill him in front of in the front door of the crib. Everybody, his mom in the crib, his fucking brother in the crib, his fucking niece and nephew in the crib. His niece is in the bedroom playing a video game with headphones on. She don't even know what's happening. The door opens, she just sees SWAT team. Like, what the fuck? They made her walk out and step over her uncle, like, cause he was laying in the doorway. Made her step over him. Long story short, the boy Shane, he goes back. The Tyler hits him up like, yeah, motherfucker, I'm looking at it on the news. He was like, yo, well, check this out, dipshit. Y'all went to the wrong house. That's my old crib. And then they realized like somebody got killed in that shit. So he hit him like, yeah, y'all need to delete all these messages because this shit is like a murder investigation. They picked the boy Shane up, the boy Casey up, the boy Tyler up. The cop don't get indicted who actually fired because the whole town of Wichita, Kansas is like, yo, the cop needs to be locked up because it's like, why'd you even shoot? Like, dude opened the door, came out with his hands up. It turned into this whole thing. Long story short, the boy Casey got 2 years for reaching out to the boy to do the SWAT shit. The boy Shane went to jail, but they said his shit was still like pending or whatever. Yeah. The boy Tyler, he had so much shit. The feds took the shit over and was like, yo, we'll wrap everything the fuck up if you plead guilty. They was like, listen, you're looking at like life in prison. Yeah. He pled guilty to everything and he got a dub. This motherfucker on federal charges. 64 bomb threats in schools, 72 SWATs. I'm like, yo, this nigga was crazy. Like, no, this nigga was a menace to actual society. This nigga swatted 72 people over a year and a half span.
A year and a half?
Year and a half. Just acting a fucking fool in the library, homeless. Like, you gotta watch this shit.
That's one every 10 days.
And this is the first episode. I ain't even get into the rest of the Jones on this joint because they got a whole joint on people who've been like exploited sexually. Then the most hated man on the internet who was doing this shit.
I watched the most hated man on the internet.
Dog, you gotta see this.
You know what
shit.
I watched this weekend? The Manti Te'o joint.
I seen it, but I ain't watch it yet. I seen it, but I didn't watch it. Dog.
Spoiler alert: the nigga Ronaya that catfished him had gender reassignment surgery.
Oh yeah.
He was secretly in love with Manti Te'o the whole fucking time. Yes, this shit is crazy.
Yeah, that Web
made
Alive
that nigga
shit.
slip from like a guaranteed top 10 lock in the draft to number 38 overall. Lost millions of dollars, tens of millions of dollars.
Yeah, I've been watching that, and I was telling y'all the world's toughest prisons. Yeah. That docu-series is nuts because you know how we complain all the time about like prison conditions here in America. Listen. When y'all motherfuckers see prison in the Philippines or fucking Lesotho, Africa, I'm telling you, dog, this shit, dog, there was one prison, it's 400 inmates for every guard.
That's a bad ratio.
That's a bad joke.
I'm like, all right, security protocol is 50 to 100 people per guard.
That's
like,
a bad joke. So they were showing how the inmates run the prison.
Absolutely.
Like when shit got to get handled, the inmates are the ones that do it. You go to the joint, it was either Cambodia, I think it was the Philippines. The shit is so overpopulated. The prison is built for 400 people. It's 6,000 there. So, dog, you got to see this shit. These motherfuckers, when it's time to go to sleep, they have to basically lay on top of each other like this. Like I straddle him, you straddle me, they straddle, so that we can all get space to lay the fuck down on the floor, because ain't no beds in this fucking prison. Insanity. Everybody got on a shirt that say PDL. Do you know what that shit stand for? Person deprived of liberties. That's like, what? Yo, when you see these prisons from around the world, it don't make no fucking sense.
That's insane.
Joan, I was telling you about last Joe. They was in I forgot what Joan it was. It was one of them crazy ass fucking countries. The nigga was a boxer, like he was a pro boxer. Got arrested for fucking armed robbery. Got 7 years. He wanted to make a comeback at boxing. The fucking government sanctioned him as a boxer while he was in jail. The nigga who had the championship came to the jail to fight him for the belt. I say, yo, this shit is nuts. All the prisoners got you had to stop smoking cigarettes for 30 days to be eligible to come to the fight. I say, yo, this shit is crazy. Yo, those two crazy ass docu-series, World's Toughest Prisons and The Web of Lies. I've been watching this shit all week.
Holy shit,
that World's Toughest Prison joint, though, it don't make no sense. I'm talking about like the joint in Africa. Everybody in the jail is in there for rape. Like it's a heavy rape. Like it's the whole culture of this country in Africa.
You just take pussy. That's us.
That's just what we on. Like
might take some man ass.
Yeah, and that's the whole joint now. So it's like when they in jail with each other as men now it's like they were saying like when you come in, you got to pick a wife and pick a husband and this, that, and the third. Dog is nuts. And a third of the jail got HIV. So dog, this shit was insane. So the bull, he was talking to one of the motherfuckers he was in the cell with, and he was just like, so what are you in for? He's like, I raped a 12-year-old girl. And he was just like, what the? He's like, I shook his hand. He's like, what the fuck did you? I don't know. Something came over me, and he's like, I want to apologize to the family, because I'm not like that. And he was like, what the fuck you mean you not like that? Like you did this shit. And he was just like, yo. So let me ask you this. Because the boy who hosted, he was in jail in the UK for 12 years. So his thing is like, once he got acquitted, he like goes around to show off these different prisons and shit. He asked him, was like, yo, how long you been here? He's like, I've been here 8 years. And he was like, have you ever been like attacked or fuck with? And he was just like, no, never. And he was just like, he's like, I'm astonished because I remember being in jail. If a kid rapist came into jail, it was open season. Yeah. But he was like, the culture here is so insane.
Yeah, no, we all kid rapists.
This is just like, he's like to the point where like, they're not even tripping about it. Like, what's up, boy? Like, it's like that. That's a crazy documentary.
Yeah, I gotta watch that.
Yeah.
I gotta watch that.
Yeah, I've been watching both of them all week.
All right, real quick, Houston wrap up.
Okay.
A couple more highlights, man. Breezy brought his daughter out, and I said that his dancers all had ass.
Oh, I mean, yeah.
And I'm talking 1990s, non-GMO classic ass. Like, real ass. None of that fucking Dominican ass lift shit that all these bitches got now.
I saw some ass this week that was like ridiculous. A bit ridiculous.
Yeah, I'm tired of the Mondo burger asses. Like,
yeah.
It's not given.
The colonomine, whatever they was putting in the Mondo burgers.
I'm tired of them Jones.
Like, we need some good burger asses where it's just some good old-fashioned burger with some good sauce.
Some Angus. Good classic ass.
These asses have gotten ridiculous, yo.
My first Y'all Weird of the show goes to the Toyota Center. All of these different arenas around the country have these mandates where you can't bring a bag larger than like a bag of potato chips in the arena or whatever, for whatever reason. They never explain the why of it. You just can't.
I know how to beat it now. Put diapers in a bag.
For the diaper bag, they gotta let it in.
You don't even gotta have a kid.
It's just a diaper bag.
No, it's just diapers.
No,
My
my
kid already in there.
No, he with Chris Brown.
I didn't run to get the diapers.
Royalty. I'm bringing the diapers for the baby.
So all these arenas have this fucking mandate where you can't bring a bag, bigger than like a bag of chips or a pouch in the joint or whatever the case may be.
Real quick, to stay on how I found out. We was at the Sixers game. They made Lee take one of her purses back.
Yeah.
So I took it back to the car. And then we come back to the gate. The lady was going in with a bag that was like blatantly bigger. So Lee was like, that bag ain't bigger than the one you just told me. She's like, oh, that's a diaper bag. She has diapers in it. Lee was like, she don't even got a fucking kid.
Yeah, where's the baby?
And it was just like, aha. Yeah, my husband already in there with the baby. You know what I'm saying?
So it's like, the reason why the Toyota Center, this is not a rule exclusive to them. It's all these arenas. But the reason why they're getting a Y'all Weird is...
You had your purse?
I can't, fuck me.
Oh, okay.
You can't, I got my bag. My purse got it. You know what I'm saying? I had it on I had a black shirt on, black Supreme.
My purse got it.
I got right in. You know what I'm saying? I beeped when I went in and everything. Still got through. The reason why they're getting a Y'all Weird is because you can't bring a bag in of a certain size, but niggas is in the bathroom playing 3-card Monty. Monty, what's more dangerous to the customer? A jumbo Chanel bag or niggas playing 3-card Monty?
Yo, you walk in the bathroom at an event and see 3-card Monty, you like, I gotta get the fuck out of here. Somebody's getting stabbed sooner or later.
Nigga got the little cardboard flipped out. He told the nigga, it was supposed to be 1,000 for 1,000. The young boy was like, I don't got 1,000. You know what I'm saying? I got my cash at, my phone dead and shit. Like, he's like, I got like $75. He said, all right, bet I'll lay a bean 50 and 75.
Yo.
Like, I'm gonna take whatever I can get. So,
that's funny as shit.
So they're out of pocket. And the last thing about
I seen a nigga lose his money on Broad and Allegheny of all places at the Chinese store next to the Dunkin' Donuts. That joint mayhem at 2 a.m.
Oh, man.
I seen a nigga lose his money in it wasn't even 3-card money, it was the bottle cap with the rock.
Yeah.
Yeah, I seen a nigga lose his brain. I'm talking about he picked up the cap, the rock wasn't in there. He's like, hey, better luck next time. Nigga, he just ran as fuck. I'm standing there waiting for my wings like, yo, get out hurry the fuck up.
Better luck next time. Yeah, no, this time.
This time, nigga.
This time. You know what I'm saying? Little did you know.
Better luck right now, nigga. Lane made man to clean the fuck out, dog. Shot his pockets and walked the fuck off. I said, I know he took more than he lost.
Had to. What's in here, nigga? Give me your shit.
No way he took just the bean
Been
back.
scamming all week,
Yo,
man. I know you got a roll on you.
Oh,
So
man.
lead a show. So show ended up being over like 11:30. Lead a show. We meet up with Dan and Gunna and Ted, whatever.
Yeah, shout out Ted, man.
Yeah, we had to shake some people, but
Shout out Gunna too.
yeah, met up with them, went to the after party. We ended up we was going back and forth on where we was gonna go. Chris Brown had a party at Sakai, which is the new $1 million pool club in Houston or whatever the case may be. Yeah, so he had a party at Sakai, and then Baby had a party at the Address. So I'm looking and I'm like, yo, Sakai is probably the better spot, but it's hot as shit outside. Nobody's trying to go sit and buy a cabana and sit outside and it's 99 at night. So that
100% humidity.
yeah, 99 with 99% humidity. So we ended up deciding we gonna go to Chris Brown party. Shout out to Shelly. Shelly, they hit Shelly with us. She's like, yo, we at the Address, whatever. So we go. Yeah. So we end up going to the Address or whatever. We pull up. I pull up. I got the fucking big ass player frames on. Shout out Ted. I got the glasses on and shit. I'm looking. I had to pull my glasses down. I said, "Is that Alex?" Fucking Alex Getawine.
Yeah, okay.
So I see Alex. I say, "Yo, Alex, what's up, man?" Take my glasses off. I'm like, "Hey, what's up, man? Yeah, I need a section for like 5 people." He like, "Oh, bet. For some reason, he heard 5,000. So he cleared the whole line out. Get me. I said, no, man. I said, I got 5 people. I need a section. So he like, oh, no. All right, cool. Talk to him. So he did introduce me to, I guess, his associate promoter or whatever the fucking case may be or whatever. He give me some numbers, whatever. So now I go talk to the waitress. The waitress then, shout out to the waitress. I forget the girl name. She followed me on the gram and all that shit. But yeah, she
Hustled and bustled.
she hustled and bustled for us. You know what I'm saying? So she got the $2,500 section down to $2,000, and then got that down to where it was like, yo, just buy 2 bottles and just tip me, and then I'll just make it to $2,000. You know what I'm saying? I'll make it to where it's like that's the table minimum, whatever. And she looked out for us. They brung our food. I never got food this fast. Order food. It was like 151. I got my food at 157. Like.
I ain't gonna hold you. We was at Stats in Charlotte. We got food fast as fuck.
Got
like
food
that.
fast as shit. Like
Shout out to the Plus
I
and them
looked,
down there.
She took the cash. I looked up, left. She went to the bar, got a glass of water. Oh yeah, this is how courteous Houston is. They got a little joint at the bar. You can just pour your own glass of
Hip
water.
City Veg.
You just get your own water.
Yeah, some mint water over there if you want something to drink. Yeah, that's funny as shit.
Yeah, so
We got 4 hookahs. 35 seconds.
Yeah?
Yeah, 4
I
Mexicans
wrote a
bringing
list.
hookahs.
So the little Mexican boy making the hookahs. I said, stay right here. I wrote a list out and gave it to him. 35 seconds.
35 seconds. 4 Mexicans. 4 hookahs.
Like the service is unmatched, and for what you get. So it's like, yeah, we might have spent a total between food, liquor, hookah, all that shit, tip, $2,500 all in between 4 guys, whatever fucking case may be. Got the best service I ever fucking got in my life.
What club is this?
This is the Address.
Okay.
Yeah, this is the Address. So we drank entirely too much Casamigos. Everybody died. So then the next day, nobody woke up before 1:00. Okay. So now we on Thursday. The next day, whatever, we trying to find a place. We didn't bounce around. We didn't fucking said we was going to brunch 8 different places.
Okay.
Because keep in mind, it's Thursday. So little do we know, nobody has brunch. It's Thursday.
Right.
So it's either breakfast or lunch or motherfucking dinner or whatever. So we ended up at, what was that place we went to? You remember?
Something and something.
Yeah, something and something wasn't that good. The good news is they have a space right next door, which is like a comedy club and a live music performance hall that I think we're going to do a live show at.
Okay.
So that was the silver lining of that. But yeah, food was very mediocre, quite average. And then we ended up leaving there, went to Prospect Park. Now, Prospect Park. As we're sitting there at Prospect Park, hookah lounge, restaurant, sports bar, whatever the fuck you want to call it, the news breaks that a young woman got poisoned at Prospect Park.
Oh, shit.
We're sitting there smoking the hookah, looking at this shit like, oh, shit.
Like, we literally making an order. I go to Shade Room, Prospect Park. I'm like, we're at Prospect Park.
We're here now. Apparently somebody put a poisonous napkin on her door handle. She touched the shit, passed the fuck out, and somebody had to rush her to the hospital.
On her door handle?
On her door handle.
Of what? Her car?
Her car. It's like a human trafficking technique. Ooh. Poisonous napkin. What the fuck is this? Oh, damn. Chloroform, whatever the fuck it is. Girl pass out. They come, white van come scoop her up and drive her off.
Jesus.
Yes. So that news
dangerous
is
out
breaking as we're at the fucking place. Now keep in mind, Prospect Park, you're fucking trash. The shit was awful. The hookah was awful. The drinks were awful. Everything was awful. Everything was awful. I will never go there again. So if you're in fucking Houston, don't go to Prospect Park. That shit stinks. It's terrible. And my man Marcus, shout out at Marcus the Bottom on IG. He said they went there and they ordered a bottle and then they turned around and charged these niggas $600 for the bottle because they itemized every shot and charged.
Oh shit.
Yeah, we want to buy a bottle. All right, cool, no problem. They get the $350. They get the bill that should say $600. Yeah, 28 shots times
That's funny as
$22 or whatever. Like they crazy.
Damn. Yeah, that's
so
fucking
that
terrible.
stunk. And then night, everybody went home, went to the room, took a nap, whatever. We linked back up. We ended up going to Bar 2200, which was actually a vibe, even though they sold us fake Casamigos.
Fake Casa.
Fake Casa. Sold us fake Casa.
My spidey senses started tingling when they brought the bottles out.
And it was already,
They already had
pours
pourers
in
in them.
Yeah.
I like, this shit ain't right.
Yeah, this is the Flim Flam.
Man, this girl comes, she poured a shot. I almost choked.
The fuck is this? And then our homie Strizzy, he like, yo, he's like, I don't even drink Casa because it got like that vanilla kind of like aftertaste, so it got a little bit of bite to it at the end. He's like, this shit is just like, what the fuck? I just drank some perfume.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck is this shit? So he like, I'm like,
Where's the bite, nigga?
yeah, this ain't bark. This
Yeah, I
got no
ain't
bite.
get bit, nigga. Where's the bite at?
So they like, what you think? I'm like, I'm fried. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like, I was like, whatever Dan say.
I get the bottle, girl. Yeah, come here. I don't know what this shit is. Bring me back a uncorked bottle.
Yeah.
She like, I gotta talk to my manager. She talked to the manager. 22 seconds. He said, bring another bottle.
Yeah, bring him another bottle. Uncorked it right in front of us. Dan do the taste test. All right, it's real.
Now
Casa.
we go for real.
That's crazy as shit. There's just so much scumbag shit in that
my
life.
thing
That's
is
my
this, right?
scumbag move. You can't pull.
Yeah.
You can't pull my scumbag.
You know I do this, so I know.
The bottle of Casa, the bottle of Casa is $58 for the liter in the liquor store. How much more are you trying to fatty stretch out of it? Like,
No,
what?
yeah, the vibe was there, and you get the bang for the buck. We were 800
For everything.
for everything. 4 hookahs,
4 hookahs, 2 bottles,
a house champagne.
house champagne, everybody food and tip included. $850.
Yeah.
$852.
That's not bad.
That's great.
That's excellent.
And the DJ, shout out DJ Crucial. He was smoking
He
shit.
bombed that shit.
Like what I've noticed in Houston, like we see how good like A Boogie and Caution and like Don Will are. In Houston, everybody is that good.
Everybody's like that. Everyone.
Everybody is that good. Every DJ is an A+. We didn't go nowhere. We was in a little scumbag after hour after we left Bar 2200 and Double Apple Hookah Lounge, and that DJ was like, God damn. Like,
Hey, look, we just said, like, man, we ain't hear no Meek all night. That nigga went in the Meek bag.
35 minutes of meat. Album cuts,
Album
shit from the
cuts,
last
B-sides,
album, B-sides, everything. I'm like, oh,
cuts.
Houston fucks with me. Like, he got his feet firmly planted out there. That mob tie shit is real.
And while Chad was at the 9-hour concert, we went to a BYOB spot, Nomad. Excellent. It's like my spot, the Garden, but indoor. I got the flowers and shit everywhere.
I love the shameless plug on the garden. Go to the concrete garden, yo.
Nah, super vibe. I had 2 scumbags with me, so that kind of like killed it. But other than that,
Still vibed out.
it still was a vibe.
Still
you know what I
vibed
mean?
out. That's funny as shit.
Hookahs was reasonably priced, $40. They only charge you $10 to bring your bottle in. That shit's a vibe, yeah. And to the point that you made in North Carolina, yeah, Boosie could beat Jay-Z in the verses in Texas.
Yeah, down south.
In Texas, Boosie beats.
It's just, that, I'm not joking.
Yeah.
That set it off shit.
Yo, they did a 30-minute
You want me outside
trip.
your motherfucking house when that shit come on?
I told my mama that I'm thugging. We don't need cable. nigga.
30-minute Trillion T set, and they was going nuts.
That better believe it. Oh, when
Yeah.
them Jones start dropping down there, I'm talking about the way the women up here acted. Remember that that little span, probably not now, but you know, because I used to go out a little bit, so I know this. There was like a 3-year stretch where when Corporate Thuggin' came on.
Oh, yeah, it was the #1 song.
I'm talking about the women would be hyper than the men.
That was Boo.
I'm talking
that
about
was the
bitches.
height of Boo set.
I'm talking about bitches with like good jobs was like going ballistic. You down there, I'm talking about like politicians, hair art, all of them. When that set it off shit come on, dog. It's all, people were pulling out money.
Yeah.
I was like, what like this one nigga, he had on like this white Gucci outfit, set it off, came on. I don't know where the cash came from. He had this much money in his hand, bouncing around the, it's nuts. But like Boosie really is like below that Mason Dixon shit.
And for Boosie, it should start in Baltimore.
Yeah. But it's funny because you see how like, and this ain't like a diss to nobody, but being funny, but like you see how Meek is still like the guy in the city, but he's not really dropping. Or like you go to New York and like Cam is the guy in Harlem, but he's not dropping. It's like Boosie down there. It's like, I don't gotta drop no more, nigga. I got set it off and better believe it. That's gonna bang forever. So I'm just riding Hellcats with my son and dissing gay people. This is what I just do what the fuck I be doing. I don't have to drop like ever again. But yeah, Boosie, he down there, he's beloved, yo.
Yeah, Boosie, I think he might have had it already or about to have it. Having a butt naked pool party at his house.
Yeah,
the shit sold out in minutes.
I can believe it. Like yeah, Boosie's he's God status to them
for sure,
for sure. So it seemed like y'all had a ball. Though.
We had a ball. That was like the best 40-hour trip I ever took.
Yeah, absolutely. Y'all came right back in. Let's discuss the W the other night.
We're gonna do a double spooky.
Yeah. Happy birthday to Kev. Kev had a get together like we spoke earlier. Hey, Kev had a get together at the W the other day, and everybody came out and just fell apart.
Yeah.
quickly
in short order.
Quickly and expeditiously.
And everybody got there in the same window. Everybody got there between like 4:30 and 6.
I got there at about 4:30, 5 o'clock. So we get there. For some odd reason, they had took all of the chairs from the bar, which I thought was strange. But they had cabanas and shit out at the pool, whatever. I walked in. Kev started doing karate. I'm like, okay, he's on. We took some pictures, whatever. Deke, like, yo, I see, shout out Deke. You know, Deke wasn't saucy yet. It was regular Deke. Deke was like. Sober Deke. So Deke was like, yo, I'm starving. The food, like, they ain't got no crazy menu. I'm about to go to Giuseppe's. I'm like, oh shit, come on, we out. He was like, yeah, like fuck it, we gonna walk. I'm like, Chadrick ain't get here yet. Cool, we out. We walk to Giuseppe's. Get there, Deke like yeah, happy hour. Don't know why fuck with the joint. Like people don't know why. We get there, it's packed. The bar is nowhere to sit. He like, oh damn, it's Friday. I'm like, all right, come on, let's go somewhere else. I'm like, dog, it's 95 degrees. I be sweating. Like I'm not trying to be walking the fuck around. So we walk down the street. We go to Fogo. Have you ever been to Fogo's happy hour? It's fantastic. I didn't know it was that goddamn good.
Yeah, one time we had like a corporate joint.
Yeah, we went to Fogo. They had I'm talking about $5 and $10 joints, like everything. Like it was fantastic. We go to.
Who else got a bomb ass happy hour? Roof Chris.
Okay, I was telling him
$9 everything.
McCormick and Schmidt joint used to be real good. He was like, no, they shit still is pretty decent. But long story short, we get food because we like, yeah, fuck it. So people hit me like, yo, did you leave? Because we was already in the party. Yeah. I'm like, no, we just went to get some food. We coming right back, whatever. Okay, we walk back in. Now I see you. I see Marv. I see Big Dan. I see fucking Ish. I'm like, okay, everybody's in the joint now. Kevin's asleep. Yeah. So Kevin's in the cabana asleep. Pay him no mind and shit. It was like I sat down next to you. We talked. We laughed. I stood up because everybody's buying me drinks to go get another drink. I turned around. You vanished. What the hell happened?
All right, so we was all sitting on the green couch. We were talking. Me and Dan had just bust down some food because I had ordered some food like 40 minutes prior. My food finally arrived. I told the bartender, I said, listen, man, when my food comes, just keep it here. Don't give my food to them niggas out there. You know what I'm saying? Like, you won't have a problem. I like you. You know what I mean? You look like my man Stevie got stacks. I like you a lot. Don't get my food to them niggas. All right, cool. I got you. He
did. I know exactly who you're talking about. He did look like Stevie.
Perfect lemon drop.
Yeah.
So me and Dan sit there. We bust our food down. We talking, shooting shit, whatever. Various people coming about, whatever. You was like over here behind me. We was talking. Then you had sat down at one point, whatever. At the time that you left and went back to the bar, I think when Alicia bought you the second drink.
Right. I had about a good
Marv was like, oh yeah, man, I got these edibles. You want one? I'm like, how strong are they? He like, oh, it's probably like I don't know, like 45 milligrams or something. I'm like, the bag? He like, yeah, the bag. This lion with the dark.
1,000 milligram.
It was
bag.
a 1,000 milligram bag, and each one was 50 milligrams individually. So I take one. My man Kurt took 2.
Okay.
Now keep in mind, Kurt is a nigga that like smokes wax, smokes out the bong religiously.
Okay.
Like whenever I come to the crib, he's like, "Yo, you try to fuck with the bong?"
Yeah.
Because I went there and I smoked the bong with him one night and slept on the couch and stayed at Marv's house.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So he's just constantly trying to like push the limits of like
You at
how
Mark
high can I
talking about,
get
yo, this
Chad?
hot tub work out here?
He's constantly pushing the limits of like how high and fried can I get Chad or whatever the case may be. So I'm like, so he pops 2. I'm like, you're bugging. So all I remember from being in there is 2 things. One, I'm sitting in the joint, me and Anwar talking or whatever, and Kurt come gliding by me like he was floating, like his feet was off the ground, and he's like, should have took 2 of these joints, and then he goes out onto the patio. I'm like, oh, this is a bad sign, 'cause I know I'm a lightweight with edibles. So I end up getting up. Me and Anwar was talking, whatever. He gets up, go outside, whatever. I get up and go sit in the corner behind, like, it was like a little shade. So I think I'm hiding from everybody. So I'm over here. I fall asleep. The manager come get me like, yo, bro, whatever you got to do to keep yourself up, can't fall asleep in here, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, all right, cool. So I get up, shake myself around, whatever, go to the bathroom.
Boy, that's embarrassing. When they come to you like, yo, you can't sleep in this
Can't
joint.
sleep in here. I'm just saying, like, I'm fried. Like, fucking Tommy Chung, leave me the fuck alone. I'm high as shit. So I get up, go to the bathroom.
Oh, but you don't understand. I'm fried. You see?
Wash my hands, whatever, try to get myself together. I go downstairs. So after that interaction with him, I just left. Like, I was just like, yo, I'm not going to be here a second time for them to tell me to wake your dumb ass up.
Right.
So I get up, whatever, I go outside. It's 9,000 degrees.
It's hot as fuck.
It's hot as fuck. So I go down to the valet, whatever, deal with these fucktards. They have the worst valet on earth.
Yo.
I hate all
Yo.
W Valet.
We doing
Element
it.
Valet. I hate all of you niggas, yo.
Me and Alicia went to the
Hire all
valet.
the ex-cons.
We doing it. Fuck it. Me and Alicia went to the valet. Alicia gave them her ticket. The valet boy was like, okay, yeah, your joint is $20. She's like, okay, whatever, pay the $20, whatever. I give him my ticket. He was like, yeah, your joint $36. What the fuck different? What happened exactly? Because I'm like, I came in with her. I'm like, what? He was just like, I don't know. Like, he was just like,
I can't call.
and I'm like, what, yo? And he was like, he looked around, was like, I'll charge you the dub.
All right, man. Damn, you busted me, man. I'll try and get a pizza for the game. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, that was what he said. He was like, I don't know, man. What the fuck you want me to say?
Your ticket ain't pink like hers.
And that's the crazy part. My joint was green.
That's why.
Yeah. Her joint was like a maroonish
He
joint.
started writing me up.
Oh, the green joint, I think it's the hotel
That's the
joint.
hotel
That's the
joint.
hotel joint.
But I'm just like,
But that's their fault either way.
that's what he was like. He was like, who gave you a ticket? I'm like, one of you niggas. He was like, husky boy, kind of angry. I'm like, he looked angry. He's like, yeah, I'll just charge you the dub.
He be fucking up.
Like, they do. That's funny you say
They
that.
have the worst
They do
valet
have
club.
the worst valet
I
ever.
waited 22 minutes for my car to come. You know what I'm saying?
Last time I was there, the nigga pulled up in one of them like Wranglers with no doors, no
We was
roof.
out there together.
We was
You
all
and
out there.
Dolce.
The nigga gets in the car. Remember, I left behind him. That nigga bunged that left. Dog, he had his foot out the joint, dropping down.
I ain't never thought I was gonna whip one of these.
I was at the light like, yo, this nigga is sweet. They do have the worst.
He and my
valet.
man shit swinging.
Yeah.
Oh, one more highlight from Houston. A nigga pulled up at the address as we was pulling up. The nigga had a caddy on 84.
Oh yeah.
Stuck all the way out.
Yeah, them Jones with the big
The
poke out.
Sam Ross team joint.
Yeah, the
The joint
rag
they blew
top.
up,
They're
the
trying to blow him up.
motherfucking
Yeah. Yeah, that joint looked like an old. Remember the handheld vacuums? That's how they look.
Yo, these Jones was literally like a
The little dirt devils.
Yo, they was like a foot and a half
Yeah,
out to the
yeah.
side. I'm like, yo.
Yeah, they don't fuck around, man.
Ain't
was
scratching
not
my
playing.
white walls.
No, they ain't getting close to
They had
these
to move
ones.
5 cars to park that shit.
Hold up, big dog. We gonna
Yeah.
cut the whole lane.
The W was fun as fuck though, man. We had fun. We had drinks and shit. Marv gave me his credit cards. I was acting a fool with that joint. I was
Go out Marv is a different
Yo,
nigga.
real dog. Marv is funny as shit. I was there buying it. I was like, "Shorty, you want a drink?" Yeah, I was acting a fool. I came back. Mom was like, "What else did you get?" I just got one drink. They brought me the pizza. Mom just looked at me. I was like, "Oh, yeah, I got a pizza." I was just ordering shit. Shout out, Marv.
What all did you get?
They finally woke Kev's silly ass back up. They sung him happy birthday. Somebody brought a cake or whatever. He hit me the next day. Was like, "Wait, we had cake?" I'm like, "Yes."
That's because he was actually out there at noon.
Yeah. Yeah. DVD was like, "Hey, man, I walk in." He's like, "Yeah, man, I walk in. I look, I see it's an empty Casamigos bottle." Like, it's just Kev.
It's just
He's like, nobody's even here yet. Like, what the fuck is going on? Yeah, they was fun as fuck, man. Dunbar hit me like, "Damn, man, like I missed the good one." I'm like, "Yeah, this John, that was a fun time."
I talked to Dunbar, I think it was Saturday. He sent me, he was in one of them fucking department stores in Chicago. He sent me the whole fragrance counter. He's like, "All right, man, what you think?" I said, "I think I need to take a trip to Chicago." Like, we don't have none of this shit at home. Like, Shane and fucking Terenzi.
I've seen Deshane. You never seen it?
Not in stores, no.
Terenzi is the jump.
I've seen
Starfish,
Terenzi. Yeah.
They got a lot of fragrances that are better than that Atlantide John. Like, they got Kirby, they got Detox. They got a lot of scents that ain't, because that's an expensive one. That's like $780.
Exactly.
They got Jones is like $265. They got, I want to say it's either Detox or Kirby, but it smells just like Baccarat. 540.
Oh yeah, I heard that.
It's like literally. Yeah, I'm telling you, I know my scents a little bit. I'm telling you, they got a really, really good scent collection, and all of they Jones in them gold bottles are like $260. They aren't crazy expensive like that one with the starfish. Yeah. To me, the one with the it's like it's one of those like it catches your nose and you like, the fuck is that? Because it's so just like abrasive. Yeah. Like, it's not like a chick smell it. Oh damn, you smell nice. It's like what is that? Yeah. Like, yeah. That's how it feels.
Okay, Ray. Yeah. Rat poison.
Yeah. But no, they got some good shit though.
Yeah, I have recently bought. I bought Rose d'Amalfi, the Tom Ford or whatever. It's three. They put 3 roses out for the summer or whatever. I bought the Rose d'Amalfi thinking that I was going to wear it. I put the shit on and I'm like, hell no. Yeah. So I ended up giving it to my girl and she just loved the shit. She been wearing it like to death. She like, it's like her favorite shit that she been wearing.
You know what's become my like daily, like as of recent, Vodka on the Rocks. I don't know why it's hitting so much to me in the summertime.
That shit is,
because I got it in the winter and it like I didn't really care for it. And now I use everywhere I go. People like, "Yo, what do you have on? What do you have?" I'm like, I don't know if it's the heat. Right. What it is, but it's something about just throughout the summer. It's been popping like a motherfucker.
For the last like 2 weeks, I've been wearing my Initios again, and I've been like, they've been my favorite shit. Absolute aphrodisiac.
I got the aphrodisiac. I honestly was ready to put it on eBay. I'm like, I don't even like this shit no more. Yeah, real talk. Like jump up and kiss me. I was super high on that. I don't even.
That's my shot.
I don't even wear it.
That's
you got the black one or the blue one?
I got the hedonistic one.
Yeah, that's the black one. Yeah, that's the one I got. They got a blue one too. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but it's just it's seasonal like a motherfucker. Yeah. And I don't know if it's just the pollen in the air or what, but some Jones just super pop, some Jones like don't.
And I've been wearing my fucking Armani Privé New York a lot lately too. I'm afraid I'm gonna kill the bottle.
The white one?
The white one.
Yeah, that's
that motherfucker is like.
Everywhere I go, I'll be like, "Do y'all have I remember I asked the boy when I was at Bloomie's in New York. I was like, "Do y'all have the Privé by any chance?" He was like, "Come on, man, we got all kinds of." He just giggled like, "Come on, man, we got look at this shit over here."
I literally got the last bottle out of Neiman Marcus.
Yeah, like they that.
Me and Love, the only people I know that got that joint.
That shit is like not available. Like, even on like line, like on eBay.
Yeah, they had a limited run online.
No, I mean like eBay and are you familiar with Mercari?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like I haven't seen it on there. So I'm just like, what the fuck, man? Like, it's weird.
Yeah, that shit was a super limited run.
But yeah, shout out to everybody who was at the W the other night. We had a fucking ball.
We had a time.
Yesterday I went to the BMW Championship, the golf event.
Down in was it Wilmington, right?
At Wilmington Country Club. Have you ever been to a golf
No, but I want to go. That shit look lit.
It's a different experience because it's like there aren't many blacks. You know what I'm saying? And you know how like you go into a situation like that, you're prepared to not see black people, right? Yeah. But when it's one of those things where you tell yourself like, but when I do see black people, I'm gonna make them proud. Like, you know what I mean? And I'm not joking. I know this is gonna sound fucked up. Like black people in like golf are like those people that Kev talked about on that episode.
Yeah, those waspy black people.
Those well-to-do blacks, and I'm keeping it a buck. They don't fuck with shit. Like, they was not fucking with us. You know who was fucking with us? White people. What's going on, man? How you doing? Like, dead ass.
Yeah, they looking like, fuck you niggas doing
Yeah, them like well-to-do blacks.
I ain't seen you around the course, nigga.
Them couple well-to-do blacks we seen was like, like that. I was just like, damn, what's up? Nah, they was not fucking.
What's up, babe?
Yeah. It was very interesting. But we went out there and being on the golf courses, I had a ball. Like, I had fun like shit. You know what I'm like? And just seeing it live is just like, damn, like this is some real, and you can feel the money and everything in it, and just like, you know, it was a very, very good time. I got stung by a bee. Oh, fucking stupid. Yeah, it was bad. It right in my fucking chest. Like
That bee wasn't playing.
No, we was at the 18th hole. And we was, because Justin Thomas, who we was like following for the last 3 or 4 holes, he was about to tee off on 18. And you know, they put the quiet signs up. So you gotta be like quiet and shit. And I just out of nowhere, I thought I got tased. Like, yeah, that's what I thought. I just was like, fuck. And everybody was like looking at me. And he was like, what the fuck was it? Like, and she smacked it was like a black bee or something. Yeah. She's like, did the bee sting you? I'm like, yeah. She was like, bullshit. I lift my shirt up, my whole shit red. Red and bubbling the fuck. She was like, what the fuck? I'm like, dog, like the bee stung the shit out of me. Yeah, so that ended my day. You know what I'm saying? But it was fun, man. They put on a really, really nice event. A lot of decent perks, a lot of decent little shit they was giving away and doing and had going on. It was a fun ass event. Yeah. It was some shit. I was saying, like, and it's funny because I took like 7 or 8 cuts. Like with a driver, like, cause they got like the driving range and they got like simulators and all that crazy shit. I'm talking about seven good slices, and I kind of got the mechanics down because I told you, my man Mikey B played golf, so I understand like your actual power arm doesn't bend. This arm bends. You come from your hips. Yo, 7 or 8 slices, nigga. My lower back and my hips started like aching. Yo, you gotta be in shape like shit to do golf, and it's hot as fuck. So. You know, you're sweating. And I realized yesterday, too, why people wear golf clothing. I'm like, yo, I'm about to buy a lot of that shit. I had on a golf, and not like a polo shirt, like a real golf-made golf shirt.
Moisture wick Jones.
And I had the golf shorts on. Yo, I'm telling you, I was sweating like a motherfucker. Everything on me was dry, though. Damn. That shit is yo, you're walking past people on the court, on the course. They're drenched. Like, you can see the water stains. I have no water stains on me. Damn. I'm just like, I see why people... And it's comfortable as shit. And I got my visor. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, yo, I'm about to wear more of this golf shit, man. I like this shit. It's comfortable.
I actually got golf clothes, and I got a clubs. Man gave me the whole set.
When a nigga randomly got golf clubs, it's like, that's had to bust a trap. Nigga like, yo, give me DVD. I need these.
How much is the brick?
Yeah.
21.5. All right, I got 21,000.
I got 20 in this golf clubs, nigga.
Say what's target.
That's funny as shit. But yeah, I was saying, one of these days I want to go and actually do like 9 holes on a golf course. Like, we get a tee time, like us go out there and actually like film. That shit would be hilarious.
Get drunk?
Yeah, I would do that shit in a heartbeat. So yeah, we got to set that up.
Hell yeah.
Kev Dunbar, we get some real people. You know what I'm saying? We got to do it. Should be fun.
That'll be fire.
But how long have we been going now?
An hour.
Okay.
In 11 minutes.
And we've done no
We've
topics.
done nothing. We talked about Houston and the W.
Yeah, that's it.
And documentaries.
Yeah. All right, let's do an actual topic.
All right, so my big topic for this week is Puff Daddy, P. Diddy, Sean Combs.
You kind of laid the foundation for this, though.
Yes, with the Chris Brown shit. He went on a rant on IG and said R&B is dead. I'm just going to say off top, I beg to differ. I want to get deep into this topic because I have specific evidence and all this shit. And my biggest problem with this is that it's an insincere gesture. And like Nas prior saying hip hop is dead, it kind of screams like sour grapes to me because the music is evolving, and because you're not a part of the evolution, it's like, oh, well, I don't know what the fuck going on. This shit dead. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like a disingenuous take given all the super talented R&B artists that are out here doing their shit, making traditional R&B music.
It's funny that you say that because the hardest thing for people to understand is that things are going to progress with or without you. And especially in rap over these last 25 years, where think about rap from 1985 to 1990. There wasn't much progression. There were new guys that came along, but the overall architecture of rap didn't really change. Then you look at 90 to 95. You saw the gangster music take over. Yeah. But once it took over, that's what it was. It didn't matter if you was from Oakland or from New York or from Florida or from Texas.
You were making your version of gangster.
You was gangster. Yeah. Scarface and them was gangsters. They was running around with Jay Prince. Y'all some gangsters. LA niggas was running around with Pyru and this, that. Y'all gangsters. New York niggas was coming from the fucking high rises. Y'all gangsters. Florida niggas was coming from Lil Haiti and y'all gangsters. Rap now changes like every 4 weeks. Exactly. So you don't know if it's going to be bubblegum. You don't know if Drake has had number ones that are hard as fuck. He's had Tootsie Slide. That's a number one. You really don't know which way this shit is going to go.
Nicki Minaj got the number one song in the country right now with a Rick James flip that we haven't even heard the song prior to the day.
You understand what I'm saying?
Her going number one made me go listen to the song.
Right. So it's like rap now kind of moves so fast. And I look at Puff, let's just call it what it is. You're not in this shit no more.
No.
You're
not in the throes of what's going on in music culture on a day-to-day basis.
The most hip-hop shit you do right now is probably like press record for Young Miami's podcast. That's it. Like, you're not in it day to day. So I look at Nas where it's like hip-hop is dead. And I hated that terminology because it's like hip-hop is dead, but you still release in it. You're still in it. It's like Jay-Z with Death of Auto-Tune. Nigga, you did Auto-Tune. We just didn't like it. Now it's like, oh, let's have a death to this. It's like, no, it don't work like that. Yeah. The game evolved to the Auto-Tune. That's what made Kanye, T-Pain, Lil Wayne, all these motherfuckers who they became, where it's like, you talk about like Wayne biggest records was using that. Kanye created a whole album behind that shit. T-Pain became a fucking legend behind that shit. So it's like it evolved. So for you to come along and do let me hop on the John and do it. And y'all not feeling that? Man, deaf to this shit.
Yeah, this shit whack. It's the New York elitist shit all over.
Yeah.
It's the Nas shit. It's the Jay-Z shit. And now it's Puff saying R&B is dead. When in reality, our R&B now in 2022 is closer to the R&B that you made, that you and R. Kelly are most responsible for changing the tone of R&B.
I got another
from
person
what
too.
It was.
JD.
In JD, so y'all are the three-headed monster that changed R&B from Luther, Anita, Freddie Jackson,
I was gonna say Marvin Gaye, but
Teddy P, and all of that shit to where it's damn near, it's unrecognizable when you sit the two next to each other.
There are no rhythm and blues.
No. You got niggas singing about "Give Me That Honey Love" and "Age Ain't Nothing But a Number" and all that. That is not. As far as the lyrical content of R&B soul music, that was not what it was about prior to y'all. No. So if y'all can change the game and it ain't dead, how is it that we can change the game again with the Bryson Tillers and the Chris Browns and making trap soul and rapping B and all of this old shit, slamming B and all this other shit, and now it's like, oh, that shit dead. Because your R&B single with Bryson Tiller didn't perform.
Right.
And that's really what all of this shit is about. Because it's like when you look at the landscape of music, in order to cut through in any industry, you have to be disruptive. And once you disrupt some shit and it works, that becomes the new standard. Right. So when Bryson Tiller comes and drops trap soul in a dead R&B era, like not saying that the genre is dead, but at a point where a lot of the R&B singers was like, I'm gonna make dance music, I'm gonna make electronic music, I'm gonna make rap music, whatever they decided to do. Because they had these other lanes and these other options. Once the aesthetic changes, now everything becomes that until somebody changes the game again.
It happened. Remember when Kanye first dropped, like the soul sample? It's like he even said it on the joint. Like everybody comes to me like, "Yo, give me a beat that sound like Jay-Z." You know they dick riders. Yeah. Like, yeah, that's what it is. Look at I seen a thing the other day. Damn, I wish I could give him his props too. But he was talking about Lex Luger and like he's like, we gonna have to have like a thing where we really discuss like when he did BMF.
Yeah.
And like how that fucked the game up to the point where like Jay-Z and Kanye was like, yo, we need a beat for this. And they did Ham. Like, and that's a real thing. Like when something comes and it's disruptive and it works, it fucks up from the rooter to the tutor.
Yeah, the whole game. Because
Everybody is like,
everybody
whoa,
has
whoa,
to
whoa.
assimilate. It becomes the new standard.
Right.
So it's like, so when we look at the current R&B acts that are performing right now, Chris Brown, Summer Walker, I could just stop right there. As far as holding the flag for R&B in the fucking genre. Chris Brown got a 33-track album out right now. He's singing on no less than 25 to 28 of them songs. And some of the songs he's singing, he's rapping.
I'll go further than that. LMA.
Oh, listen, I'm just saying. This is the tip of the iceberg. I'm just saying as far as those two, because they're the two biggest. Chris Brown right now is selling out stadiums and arenas. Fucking Summer Walker just broke the streaming record for fucking most sales for an R&B artist first fucking week with her second album. Then you got Kehlani, Giveon, who just sold out the Met, 5,000 seats, LMA, Bruno Mars, Anderson .Paak, Todd Dolla $ign, Jasmine Sullivan that just won a Grammy for fucking Hotel.
I'm gonna go as far as throwing Tim's in there. They considered Afrobeat, but that's R&B.
Tory, Blast, Brent Faiyaz just went #1 with an R&B album. Ari Lennox, Tink, Lucky Day had a #1 record recently. Money Long with the Our Song. SZA album is so perfect. She put the deluxe out 5 years later.
Yeah.
That's an R&B album. We gave her album of the year on the fucking the TRPE Awards.
Right.
Back in, what was it, 17, 18, whatever the fuck year that was that album came out. 17. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Georgia Smith, Buddy that signed to Interscope, Division, Rihanna, Tiana Taylor, and Party when they feel like it. Yeah. Like, what the fuck are you actually talking about? Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Can't forget The Weeknd.
And The Weeknd has like transitioned into like some other thing, but when he was making R&B music, he fucked the industry up so bad.
Like the Balloon series.
With the House of Balloons and the whole trilogy series and all of that shit. He put out the trilogy as an album, as one piece of art that he gave away for 3 years prior, and the shit still went triple platinum when he put it out as his fucking CD anthology. You know what I'm saying? It's like shit like that. So it's like, how do we get to ignore all of this? Especially when you got the OGs like Beyonce, Alicia, Neo, Kim, Tank, and Mary all got albums out right now. Today. We just talked about Beyonce as far as she's breaking all these fucking records and all this shit. Break My Soul, and it ain't for me, but that shit was #1 for 4 weeks in a row. Right. Like, that ain't no easy task, no easy shit to do.
I think what it is like to what you said at the beginning. The traditional sense, it's like, remember macaroni and cheese? How like it was just regular, like, you know, like it was noodles and orange cheese, and now macaroni and cheese is 8 cheeses,
it's truffles,
you know, Parmesan crust.
Like might be a fucking lobster claw.
Yeah, it's just all kinds of stupid
crab
shit.
holding a hookah.
That's what R&B is now. It's so many tentacles.
It's a mixed bag.
That it's like that. What was the phrase they always talk about? Nobody does it anymore. Now, whoo, that shit at the beginning of the record, like that's over with. Like I think the last record I can remember that being on was "You Got It Bad" from Usher. Like he did it at the beginning, but like that is a traditional R&B record. That piano, that slow
ballads.
Yeah, the ballad is
ballads.
The ballad is cooked.
Bingo, Dan.
But the ballad is cooked because radio said it doesn't fit the format.
Right.
So this is a corporate thing.
I'm gonna keep it a buck with you, and this is something I've realized in music now. Do you remember when there used to be like 6 and 7 minute records?
Yes.
Yeah, that doesn't exist anymore.
2:47 is as good as it gets.
Like Boyz II Men had 3 or 4 of the biggest records in like music history. You remember they kept breaking their record for longest #1. Those records are so long that like there's an introduction, right? Then Nate does a verse. Then Sean does a chorus. Then Wanye does a verse. Sean does the chorus again. Wanye does a whole breakdown. Sean does another chorus. And then Mike talks shit for like a minute and 30 seconds. No, you see, you don't understand, man. Like, that's out.
That's every DJ go to the bathroom song.
Yeah,
I can throw that on.
I can go give me a hookah, a little riff to the
bitch.
Come back, still got 5 minutes.
Right. Because them records, like, think about when Puff and Mace made Jealous Guy to be funny. Mace did a verse, hook. Puff does a verse, hook. Then they have an interlude. Then Puff just starts doing dumb shit for 3 minutes. And it's like that's what R&B really was. Where it was like, yo, you look at like big, I mean like monster shit. We Are the World is 11 minutes long. You can't do that shit now. And I realized that like, yo, especially with streaming. Back in the day, I'm trying to get you to buy this single. I want
to give you your money.
This vinyl. Mm-hmm. So I have to put as much shit as I can possibly put on here. So if this single need to be 7.5 minutes, cool. But nowadays, where you make money from the stream and then another stream, like, I don't know if y'all really peeped it. Future has mastered it. Yeah. Future's like, I'm going to give you the hottest record you ever heard, and this record is 2 minutes and 12 seconds. I swear to God, I was about to say 2 minutes and 12 seconds.
2:12.
Like, on his new album, Back to Basics. I mean, I Never Liked You. He got a song called Back to Basics. And it's the cult. To me, it's become my favorite record. Mm-hmm. It's just the, gang of Koreans talk to me proper. Yeah. Translator friend, European model. Yeah. Like, and the song is so good. By the time you really get into it, it's gone. And you like, shit. And then you realize you done played it 19 times. Mm-hmm. You know what Future is doing? Buying another Patek. Because the streams are through the roof. And that's the reason why R&B in the traditional sense, because you can't do a 6-minute song and think you think I'm really about to get to where Mike talking shit at the end of this record? Think about how crazy this is. Bad and Bougie came out. Bad and Bougie went top 10, then it went into top 5. This shit is 8 million records sold. Do you know there are a bevy of people who don't even know Uzi's on the record?
Yeah, because they don't make it.
I'm not joking.
Yeah, they don't even make it to that point in the record.
I remember saying this shit at my depot, and the nigga was like, wait, what? I'm like, yeah, Uzi, like, and people don't, because it's like all you know is Offset. And it's funny because I think Joe Buttons broke that shit down where it's like, remember back in the day, the highlight of the rap song was ending.
It was the last, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That was first.
Now, you not the first one. It's kind of like
yeah, we ain't gonna hear it in the club.
I mean, we might not get to the end of this, man. Yeah. But you look at We Taking Over. You look at Reservoir Dogs. You look at All About the Benjamins. Like, coming in at the end was what solidified you as the guy. Now, if this song goes past 2 minutes and 30 seconds, and I'll be honest with you, like you say, ballads, it's tough to do a proper ballad in 2 minutes and 30 seconds. I ain't even start crying yet.
Yeah, I'm
just getting the pussy wet. Like, so
I'm just now talking about how you fucked me around for the second time.
I was just telling John about
how
we supposed to be getting together. We got these 3 minutes of that before you start ooh.
Imagine if Alicia Keys, You Don't Know My Name, was only 2 minutes and 37 seconds long.
Right.
She'd have never met Mos Def. Never met the man. Like, real shit.
With a whole nother nigga.
Been with a whole nother nigga. Like, that's just what it is. So the traditional R&B ballad love record, you broke my heart, girl, please. You cheated on me, please take me back because I'm nothing without you. That's over.
Yeah, we ain't getting no 10
Chris
minute
Brown got one of the greatest R&B records ever, and he's like, yo, these bitches ain't loyal. I got a big titty white John who like to smoke weed and hang with rappers. That's a great R&B record.
Yeah.
It's just a different time period. So again,
and you gotta commend Chris Brown in this era for being the only nigga that's making 4 or 5 minute records. Yeah. Like, and despite the fact that we know everybody's attention span is cooked, and we're not even gonna hear most of this shit. One of my favorite songs off his new album is Catch a Body with Fabio. That nigga's rapping, singing, rapping again, singing again. Fabio do a verse. I'm like, God damn, this shit's 7 verses long and a bridge. And it's the best shit out.
I can remember I'll never forget this. I was riding in my car. You know how you listen to the music, so you like take a video in your car of just like your screen playing the music or whatever. And I was riding. I was driving just with a video of the road as I'm driving. And Drake's "You're Doing Me Dirty" breakdown at the end of Diamonds Dancing. Yeah. And you look drained, you look exhausted, all them late nights ain't good for you. That shit was playing. Motherfucker hit me, was like, yo, what song is this? And I'm like, Diamonds Dancing off What a Time to Be Alive. He like, really? Never listened to the end. You don't say. He hit me, was like, yo, I never got to the end of the record.
Yeah, niggas is cooked.
To even know. I tell you, remember when Kanye used to do shit like have sneak verses at the end of records? You can't do that shit now.
Yeah, nigga gonna be like, wait, what? It's a verse on
Be 2 minutes of dead air.
Yeah.
Hang up 3 new songs pop up.
Rick Ross' verse was like a minute delay on "Devil in a New Dress."
Yeah, it was just
A
the
ballad.
beat.
Yeah, it was a ballad. It was just a random ass ballad in the middle of the record. So music, it changes. That's just the landscape of it. It just is what it is. So yeah, it's just one of those situations where I know y'all don't like this shit and y'all might not like hearing it, but it's like Puff, Dr. Dre, Jay-Z, while they might have their ear to a lot of shit when it comes to the world, you can't be everywhere all the time.
They're not in the throes of what's going on. So it's like you can't say R&B is dead when Tory Lanez just made the best R&B album of the last 10 years in Playboy, and he's blackballed. You know what I'm saying? It's like, and then my biggest problem with Puff is you can't even explain what the criteria, like what's the criteria? Is it the lyric? Is it sales? Is it marketing and promotion? Like, what is it? Because you talk to all Timbaland, you talk to Tory, and then you talk to Summer, and you said 3 different things to them about why you feel like R&B is dead. But what you didn't say is, man, my shit ain't selling, so like it gotta be the market. Like it can't be me. That's what you should have said. You're not keeping it real. This shit is all sour grapes, like, and it's not enough to own a network and own a vodka and own a tequila and all that shit if you're not a true artist. Like, we're over you as an artist.
It's funny, but
I like the record. That's the other thing. I love the record.
It kind of ties into the conversation we was having yesterday about artists coming along in an era that wasn't necessarily the way it is now in music, where it's like, it's funny because we just said it. Artists come out now, and if you do the right things, you just have so much of like a lifestyle influence.
Yes.
That the music is almost second, maybe third or fourth on your to-do list. And it's funny because we was talking about Freeway, where it's just like, you know, you look at these rappers from back in the day who, you know, had deals and did what they did, like the Cassidys, the Gillies, the Freeways, all of these different guys, and you just like, it's wild seeing it because, you know, rappers from that era went so far, and then rappers from that era necessarily didn't. Yeah. And it's like, yo, the landscape was different. There weren't 80 avenues of making money and having influence the way it is now. I'm like, yo, if Freeway was a new artist now, and Jay-Z, who was the biggest artist of his day, if, let's say Drake, if the biggest artist right now introduces you to a guy that looks like Freeway and says on a record, I gotta kill witnesses because his beard's sticking out, right, he'd have a beard oil line by the end of the week. Yeah. That would be that would be a $40 million beard care line in 6 months. Yep. That's just the way it works. Look at Meth and Redman when they got together, and you look at backstage where they was smoking weed and playing around with the big bags of weed. Then they had the How High movie. If Meth and Red are new artists now and have that How High movie, they have strains of cannabis and are $200 million niggas.
Red runs into Cow Kush.
Red runs into Cow Kush. And they $200 million. And that's just the game.
They came up in an era where they didn't want niggas of texture.
The only thing Luther did was sing. Yeah. That was it.
We don't want you niggas wearing Gucci. We want you niggas
that
wearing
was it.
Polo. We don't want you niggas wearing none of
nothing
shit.
but be a nigga.
That you couldn't do nothing.
You had to bespoke everything. You had to make your own everything.
Boys to Men. I remember when I seen Mike and Hoodlum. I was like, oh shit, Mike and goddamn Mike building the bomb and Hoodlum. That was it. The only thing to do was do your music. So the way people kind of viewed you was different too. Because you look at people now, like we talk about the Puffs, the Jays, the Drakes, the Dr. Dre's, the Waynes, the Burberry. These niggas got so much shit going on that you be forgetting that they even music artists half the goddamn time. So it's like it's the lens or the scope has drastically changed.
Yeah, it's like look at Drake in a vacuum of he been around 13 years. This nigga's a billionaire. It took Jay-Z and Puff and all them and Dre. Took Dre 30. Took Dre 35 years. It took Jay and Puff 25 years. You know what I'm saying? This nigga did it in half as much. So you know what that means? The next lightning ride
gonna do it in 5 to 7.
Nigga gonna do it in 5 to 7.
Yo,
you know
the game is just evolved. It's like basketball. Perfect example. When you look at Mike Jordan and Magic Johnson and Larry Bird, you love them because that all you knew to love them for was the basketball shit. But then you look at it where it's like LeBron's an executive producer of like 19 television shows. You understand what I'm saying? Allen Iverson became so relevant off the court that it kind of like on the court took a back seat to who he was as a person.
Offset is so successful outside of the Migos. This nigga got 7 TV shows greenlit that's all dropping. One of them already came out, The Hype with HBO Max. He got 6 more. He's married to Cardi B. The nigga left the hottest label in the greatest group of all time. I don't need you niggas.
Yeah.
All right, yeah, no, that's cool. Yeah, we had the best album last year, Culture 3, whatever. Yeah, fuck you.
Yeah.
Why am I? It's the Jay-Z shit. What am I busting my bread down with you niggas for? Like, when there's all this opportunity out here, and fucking Irv Gotti then already went on his brother podcast, on Chris podcast, shout out Chris, and explained how much money you can make off a television show. So if I got 7 of these motherfuckers and a fucking fresh budget from Universal Motown to do my own shit, I'm never coming back to this group.
So to say hip hop was dead at that time, it wasn't. It's just the traditional sense of what hip hop was, rapping on the corner and beatboxing and breakdancing is over because I got to deal with Levi's and I might sign this deal with Gatorade. Right. That's just what it is. So it's like R&B.
Sprite is giving niggas $10 million.
R&B isn't dead. What the problem is like Chris Brown is on a world tour. Fucking SZA's doing progressive commercials. Right. And you know what I'm like, I'm not joking. SZA has a fucking, not SZA, LMA, has a fucking progressive commercial. And they're doing this and doing, it's just so much shit going on that it's like what we traditionally looked at, like, you know, Ruffins, like that shit is over. It's shopping.
Like Jeezy said, trapping ain't dead. You niggas just scared.
You understand what I'm
scared
saying?
to try some new shit.
Like in the words of Jeezy, this is how I'm eating now. So respect my grind. Like it changes.
And the thing is this.
Oh, I got a jump for you too.
Real quick, and my last point about the R&B shit is this. Let's look at it in a vacuum from 82 to 02 and from 03 to 2022. In this present era, from 03 to 2022, I get the best version of R. Kelly. I get the best version of Usher.
You don't get the best version of R. Kelly. 98, 99, R. Kelly was a monster. I can't do that. You got the cooler version. Because he was running around doing all the nonsense and giving everybody songs. But like the R, no, we ain't doing that. So we'll
split the baby.
You get the best Usher though.
I get the best Usher.
You get the best Usher for sure.
I get Confessions, Usher, and whatever the fuck the album was after Confessions that I liked a lot too.
You got the best Beyonce.
You get the best Beyonce. I get
all
of Chris Brown.
Yeah.
The whole Chris Brown. I get Rihanna. Mm-hmm. I get
shit. You get a very good Mariah. You don't get the best, but you get a very good one.
I get the Emancipation of Mimi Mariah.
I'm gonna go there. You might get the best Mary J. After 02, because 02 was Family Affair.
Yeah.
So it's like before that you got My Life, which was great, and 411, but you got like what's that? Just fine. Like you get that shit. Yeah, that's the best.
So it's like you get a ton of dope ass artists in this modern era if you want to just break it down.
You get
20 and 20.
Let's just keep it tall, man. You get Drake and Ty Dolla. So
you get fucking you get the Hendrix album.
I'm keeping it a buck with you. I'm taking Drake and Ty Dolla over the Spinners.
Oh, damn.
You know what I'm saying?
The stylistics, all them niggas.
Commodores, get them the fuck out of here.
Shitting me? So it's like, so.
Could you imagine the Commodores in a versus Drake and Ty Dolla?
It's be 63 to
Lionel,
none.
Dog. It wiped the floor with Lionel Richie.
You got motherfucking Skrillex up there DJing. You got 1,500 to nothing doing the back line for the band shit. Get the stylistics the fuck out of here. You shitting me?
Dog. Bryson Tiller versus Otis. Temptations. Nigga.
Just put Trap Soul on and leave.
Pummel Otis.
Bryson put Trap Soul on and motherfucking Wild Thoughts and he can leave.
Yo.
Stick around.
Yo, would you imagine? That would be the funniest shit ever, dog.
The only way you could make it fair, you would have to put Lionel Richie up against him.
Lionel would get Lionel
got a lot of shit.
Lionel gets smoked by niggas from his era. Lionel gets smoked by Smokey Robinson and Stevie Wonder. Just keeping it a buck.
No, not him.
Smokey getting anybody out.
Smokey getting them all the fuck out.
Smokey and Stevie Wonder.
No, that's what I'm gonna say. Smokey getting anybody out.
Smokey getting anybody out of here. Smokey was writing the whole shit.
Yeah,
Smokey
took put the whole label on his back.
You battle Smokey in the versus Smokey like you can't play none of the shit I wrote. You like shit. What did I write?
Or use none of the beats.
Smokey come out and do gangbanging and might win around. Gangbanging.
Ain't nobody fucking
Smokey.
There's a few niggas that's like unbeatable in the verses. Smokey,
Stevie.
Mike,
Prince.
yeah.
R. Kelly.
Like R. Kelly's, he's smoking just about anybody. Prince, Beyonce, Mariah, Usher. They just at that point it's not even a versus. It's just let's have some.
You got to
fun.
put them against another Titan to even make it interesting.
Did you see the whole shit with Khaled and Drama? Have you seen any of this?
No.
So DJ Khaled did an interview the other day where he was like, "I'll beat anybody in the verses. Anybody could get it." So Drama was on Rory and Mal.
Khaled's on drugs.
And DJ Drama, just some good white on white crime between him and Khaled. Drama was like
white on Persian.
Yeah,
crime.
white on Persian, Persian on Armenian crime. and Drama was like, let's do it. I don't want to talk about it. Let's just fucking do it. Like let's do it. Let's have it out. You know what I'm saying? And they was like, I don't know, like, you know what I'm saying? So now that's the whole thing. Khaled versus DJ Drama. Cause it's like, and Mo was like, Khaled got those big records, but it's like, and Drama even said it. It turns into a Locks versus Dipset thing, where it's like I respect all them records, but it's like these is gangsta grizzlies. This is something like I got Jeezy, and people was like ESTG and Drama Gangsta Grills would literally raise the crime rate.
Absolutely.
So what do you think, Drama or Khaled? That's a tough joint, ain't it? Cause I'm like, I know me personally. Like, I can remember when I first got a Jeezy Gangsta Grills. Like, it was a physical CD.
I'm gonna just say this: the Gangsta Grills shit means way more to hip hop
to the
Khaled.
lineage. Yeah,
we could delete all these.
I'm gonna keep it a buck with you.
I'll put Trap or Die 2 up against anything, Khaled.
I'm not trying to be funny. I didn't like Jeezy when I first heard him. I thought he was like, it was weird. The shit, like hip hop is dead. Like, what the fuck is this guy talking about? And shout out to Drama. When that shit came on and Jeezy said, my phone is tapped and so is my living room. We can't keep the money here. We need a bigger room. That's right. Let me show you what I stand for. Jeezy Schwarzenegger called me commando on that Remy Martin. Nigga, matter of fact, I ain't Fat Joe, but I can make him lean back. Like, when that shit came on, I lost it. Yeah. It was just like he got those records that just. If I'm, but I know that's not gonna mean nothing to a crowd at Madison Square Garden. I don't think.
But here's the thing, right? If it's like a whole thing in this performance and niggas is showing up and all of that, if I'm Drama, I'm showing up with Dedication 1 and 2. I'm showing up with Trap or Die. I'm showing up with motherfucking
Trap or Die do Dedication 3 and. DC 3.
Yeah, like
them three right there.
And Fab, there is no competition too.
Yeah.
And I'm done.
Yeah, that's it.
I don't need nothing else.
And my thing is like, I don't understand how it would work though, crowd-wise, where it's just like, do these records have the same impact that they have on me that they might have on like, because DJ Khaled fans are a strange bunch.
Drama raised the ire of the federal government.
Yeah.
That's how bad he was fucking shit up.
Yeah.
Nobody's looking to lock Khaled up for fucking
anything positive.
You got the right one. It's Weezy fucking baby. Like, it's not the same sort of thing. You know what I'm saying? The best version.
Khaled, I ain't gonna hold you. Khaled deserves to be locked up for that new Drake and Lil Baby joke.
Yo, listen real quick. I said this on a tweet, and we can talk about it now while we all here. Khaled's ability to take extraordinary artists
and make them make ass music,
booty, butt cheek music, not Big Sean ass music, but just ass music. Is crazy to me. Like, you took the two biggest niggas in the game and cooked up some mid.
Straight poo.
Like, this is some Salisbury steak. Like,
this is encore. Straight poo.
This is terrible.
Yeah. I heard it once.
And I was trying to listen to it, and I'm like, that shit debuted at number 5 on Billboard.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's the joint right there. Exactly. Yeah.
That shit debuted at number 5 on Billboard because that's the power of Drake and Lil Baby. You know what I'm saying? I'm just like, damn. Like,
Khaled,
I think Khaled thinks that his catalog is better than it is. I think it's about 12 to 15 records that we actually give a shit about, and then the rest of them Jones is like, yo, I heard a Mary J. Blige record. My girl was getting dressed the other day, and she had this, it was a playlist or whatever, and this Mary J. Blige, every day is my birthday, bring the cake, and I'm like, what is this shit? Like, and it's from a fucking Khaled out. I hear Khaled screaming on this shit. I'm like, what the fuck is this shit? Like, and it's been that way for about 3-4 years now. You let Tyler the Creator shake you up and like You are directly responsible for the ascension of Tyler the Creator. And he's been trolling you for the last 3 years because you had a mental meltdown on social media, posted a video, then deleted it when everybody clowned you. And it's just like, Khaled forgot that he was the underdog.
I do agree that Khaled definitely overcompensates his
For
catalog.
everything.
Because I'm going to keep it a buck, and people might not like to hear this. In the mid, Khaled can get just as grimy as DJ Drama. Mm-hmm. Like where Drama got Dedication and Gangsta Grills, Khaled got I'm So Hood, which is just, that's one of them ones. He got I'm On One, which is one of them ones.
He got Lil Wayne Suffix mixtape.
Like, Khaled got some shit, but the problem is, when you talk about those big records, they're almost unplayable. Did you see the video of him performing All I Do Is Win the other day?
No.
The crowd was literally just like, bro, we've heard this 42,000 times.
Fuck this song.
Like, honestly, if I remember, you was like, what song was it? You was like, you can't hear it ever again. It was a Jay-Z record. Izzo.
Can't hear it.
Honestly, that's how I feel about All I Do Is Win. Like, I'm not trying to be funny. If I never hear that record again, okay.
Life is good.
Yeah. And that's not a knock, because the record was great. But I could really go...
oversaturation.
I could go the rest of my life without hearing that record ever again. Yeah. And I'd be perfectly fine. Like, so going into a versus, don't hold that for the end.
No.
Play that early and get that out the way.
Get that out the way at number 4, in the 4 slot. Get that out the way.
You could actually play it before the versus starts.
Just have your DJ.
Like how Luda played Getting Some Head before the versus with Nelly. Like, you could drop that shit now and we'd be cool. Like, so.
Like, let's look at the Khaled, like, Essentials playlist. We could look at this right now.
I know what's on there. Wild Thoughts. I'm So Hood. I'm On One. What's the joint with Justin Bieber and Lil Wayne? I'm the One. You know, he got some big ass records.
Yeah.
Big records. But I don't know. Jada, I ain't gonna hold you. D Block and the Locks fucked up the way I view verses for the rest of my life.
To.
Like, cause I used to really be on the tip like, oh, you know, so-and-so with hits. But that shit don't matter now.
All right. The Khaled Essentials on Apple Music was just recently updated. Sorry, I can't talk right now. Staying Alive is number 1 on here.
I hate that.
Sorry Not Sorry featuring, I don't even know who the fuck is on this joint. Sorry Not Sorry. Oh, Nas and Jay-Z. Hate that. I hate that. Body in Motion featuring Bryson Tiller and somebody else. Wish Wish with Cardi B and 21 Savage. That's a slap. Grease with Drake. That's a slap. Pop Star featuring Drake. That's a slap. Wild Thoughts. That's a slap. Just Us featuring SZA. I've never heard this song a day in my life.
Me neither.
For Free with Drake. That's a slap.
Okay.
Not saying it's beating anything, but it's a slap. Celebrate featuring Travis Scott and somebody else. I don't know what that record is. I'm the One featuring Justin Bieber, Lil Wayne, and Quavo. That was a number 1 record. But Joe Budden said that song is carnival music, and now I can't unhear it. He said it sounded like the music they play at the dunk tank. Yeah. Like, I can't unhear that shit. Do You Mind featuring Nicki Minaj, Future, Jeremiah, and all that. That's a banger. Higher featuring Nipsey Hussle. Good record. That's not beating nothing in no verses. I'm On One. Drake, Rick Ross, French Montana. Is it Drake, Rick Ross? Who else is on One? It's Drake, Rick Ross. Lil Wayne. I'm sorry.
I'm On One.
That's a point.
That's a joke.
Migos, Culture featuring DJ Khaled. I don't even know what that is. Every Chance I Get, Lil Baby and Lil Durk. That's a good record. Good modern contemporary hip hop record. Top Off, Jay-Z, Future, and Beyonce. Trash. All I Do Is Win. Again, we can't hear it. No Brainer. Justin Bieber and somebody else. No. Let It Go. Justin Bieber and somebody else. No. I Got the Keys, Jay-Z and Future. What do you think about that record?
It was good at the time.
It was good in the vacuum.
The picture of them all in black suits was cool.
Yeah.
But
that was great. The song was like, Jermaine's Interlude featuring J. Cole. That's not beating nothing. Hold You Down featuring Chris Brown and whoever the fuck else. That's a good joint. Shining with Beyonce and Jay-Z. It's not a good record. Nas Album Done featuring Nas. No. We Taking Over. Good record. Great record. All-time record. And then Holy Key featuring Big Sean and some other niggas. So that's the Khaled Essentials playlist right now.
And all of that gets smoked when Drama drops this. that comes on and it's all out the window.
And I forgot about T.I. Down with the King mixtape.
Like Drama got a lot of shit, man. Like real talk. A lot of shit that you don't look at as like smash chart topping shit, but it's like if it come on,
the culture.
It's like, oh shit, I forgot about that. So
yeah, it might get dark for Khaled.
It's gonna be the battle of dyed beards. It's gonna be one for the ages.
Khaled Beijing is off the chart.
Yeah, the both of them.
Khaled whole shit is gray. Like his whole shit, the beard, the hair.
Yeah. Both of them look like they just came from the zoo. You know? Like, both of them got their faces painted. Like, this shit is crazy. But I think Drama might take him into the deep waters.
Yeah, it might get nasty.
Y'all let us know what y'all think.
Yo, Khaled would have a whole, like, can you imagine if Drama come out there and just pummel this nigga like...
Yeah, Assad might go up for adoption. Like life as we know it might change. Real shit. Could you imagine if Khaled get pummeled in a Verzuz? Like how that just changes his aesthetic.
Changes everything.
Everything.
Because you have ascribed to the culture that you're like this ultimate winner and like this positive force and all of that, and you're gonna have another Tyler the Creator moment. Like you're gonna have a mental meltdown.
Because I ain't gonna hold you. I went to Beyonce's concert at the Link, and Khaled was her opener.
Yeah,
just him. He was awesome. I mean, awesome. And he was running through cash flow and shit that you just, like I said, Khaled got them, he got a brown paper bag. Like he got those gritty records, but it's like what happened in the last 4 or 5 years is he had that all I do is win shit. And then he started the chart topping shit where it was like Wild Thoughts, you know, for free, like you said. And it's all of them records where it's like, all right, you're not doing records no more with Ace Hood and T-Pain.
It ain't no underdog records.
Now it's Drake, Beyonce, Jay-Z, you know, and it's just like those motherfuckers ain't what built you up was doing the record with Rick Ross when nobody knew who the fuck Rick Ross was.
Doing the records with Ace Hood, fucking Hustle Hard and all of that shit.
You see what I'm saying? Like where Kanye stopped rapping for 3 years, you got Kanye to come back and drop I think it's time for me to go hard as the hood. I'm like, you had those. But once you start doing records with fucking Celine Dion and Tony Bennett, it's just like, yo, this ain't it.
I got the new single with Peyton Manning on it. It's like, Peyton Manning? The fuck?
No, Peyton and Eli going back and forth on this shit.
And a bag, man.
Yeah.
You seen the MasterCard commercial? Cut that meat. Yeah. They just like shit on his Khaled record.
Yeah.
Like, no.
Yeah. But yeah, let us know what y'all think. Drama versus Khaled.
I like Drama.
I ain't gonna hold you. I'm leaning towards Drama.
I like Drama going away. I like Drama like 14-6, 15-5. Like
my thing is, are people as tired of those records as I personally?
Yes. People are tired of Khaled.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
There's a whole, and I think he just don't get it. I think he's totally disconnected from the fact that people are tired of him.
Like, you know what's one of my favorite songs? It's on like every playlist I got. Jealous. Chris Brown, Big Sean, Lil Wayne, Khaled. Yeah. I love that record. I played that shit like 2 times and Whip Jules was like, yo, bro, like, I love you. This song stinks. I was like, I like this shit, man. He's like, no, this shit it's terrible.
I like Khaled's album cuts. I like one of my favorite Khaled records is Chris Brown on Gold Slugs. Like with him and Fetty Wap. Like that shit is fire because it's like, yo, you pairing niggas up. That was the Khaled magic, was like pairing niggas up. They're like, damn, how this gonna work? And then it's like once shit start really working, like Billboard Top 40 working, you never abandon the formula.
Like you had Ludacris say, you know, I'm So Hood, that Ludacris should have been on the original version, on the I'm So Hood remix. Then when you drop All I Do Is Win and Luda's on it, last time on the remix, now I'm on the original version. It's like you had moments, but shit, Drama got my moment. Yeah. With Megan and like that shit.
And that's my shit.
God.
And that's my shit right there. God damn it.
That's a nasty Verzuz, honestly. Drama, that shit could get very bad for somebody.
That shit might fuck Khaled's whole career up on some, like, we never look at Khaled the same again. Like, yeah, he should stay away from that.
Yeah.
He should stay away from that.
Battle Clue.
Yeah. Battle Professional 1 and 2. Like, that's safer. Battle DJ Envy 1 album.
Yeah, real shit.
You can battle Envy and Clue.
Yeah.
And come out unscathed.
Yeah. Khaled got battle A Boogie. You know what I'm saying? Like, real shit. You gotta stay safe, Khaled. Like, real talk. Shout out A Boogie. But yeah, with Drama, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
Not with all that that mixtape shit. I honestly, the crazy part is I forgot about the dedications. That's the wildest part. You know what I'm saying?
That's in there.
Yeah. Yeah, that's not a good
that's
look.
in there.
What else you got topic?
Oh man, the shout out Andrew Tate, the top G. He is banned on everything. IG, Facebook, and then today they announced TikTok and YouTube. And the funniest part and the most ironic part of all of this, right, is that majority of these accounts that they're banning, they're on his accounts. Like,
aren't they?
They aren't his accounts. Like, he's not the one that's like cutting content and like putting this content out and shit like that. It's like he's just, you know, patching in with these different content creators or whatever on their pages and stuff like that. Like, it's not actually him producing any fucking, you know what I'm saying, any content. Like, he has an online university, and that's pretty much the extent of it. He did have an official Instagram page that was verified and the whole nine or whatever like that they took from him, that he said he's trying to, you know, work to get back and shit like that. But it's just a situation where the groupthink shit has gotten out of control, and I think that more people than not are tired of it. You know, they attempted to do the same thing with Kevin Samuels or whatever the case may be. It didn't work. You know, at the time of his death, he was like 1.7 million on YouTube, 1.3 million on you know, Instagram or whatever the case may be, because he understood the terms and conditions of all of these different platforms. You know, Andrew Tate is a totally different animal than Kevin Samuels, and he's more of a threat to safe society and cancel culture and all of that bullshit because he's younger, he's handsome, he's successful, and he could beat you the fuck up. So it's like, so when you combine all of those different factors to where it's like you disarm people's ability to say he's a weirdo or he's ugly or you broke, or like once you disarm their inherent like reflex responses, it's like, we'll just cancel you. Like, fuck it. Like, there's nothing else we can't call you broke. We can't say bitches don't like you. Seen with 100 hoes, this, and this. Like, we'll just cancel you. We'll just get you out of here. When they don't have a response or a retort to like your being or your basis of your existence or whatever like that, they'll just get you out of here. Meanwhile, you have female content creators on YouTube, on TikTok, and other platforms that have advocated for the extermination of all male children and men at large as the only way that quote-unquote women will ever be safe.
Right.
Their pages ain't getting flagged. They not getting fucking they pages deleted or they fucking content taken down or none of that shit. Because essentially we've reached a point in society where men are second-class citizens. And any man that has any opinion on anything, especially a woman, that goes against what society has said, these are our new terms of services, whatever the case may be, we will get you out of here. We will make up rumors on you. We will lie on you. We will try to make it seem like you know, you was a hypocrite. We will do anything that we can. We will fucking use the COINTELPRO fucking tactics that they used, that the FBI used against Martin Luther King. We will do whatever we can to try to demean you and make you seem like you're saying some outlandish shit. When in reality, a lot of the basis of the things that men like Andrew Tate, Kevin Samuels, Myron Gaines to a certain extent, because he goes off the rails at times, a lot of what they're saying is indoctrinated in certain religious books and certain societal ethics that existed prior to the last 10 years. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, so to hear men speak like this is not anything that's jarring or mind-blowing for me at 39 years old. So it's like, so how is it that y'all, a lot of these people that are in control of these organizations and blah, 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 at my age or older, are just so mind blown at some of the things that they're saying?
I mean, different times. You know what I mean? Like we just spoke about times. Somebody had a joint the other day. It was so. Do you watch Better Call Saul?
Yes, I haven't seen the most recent season, though.
Okay, but there's a clip of him getting arrested where he's like holding the joint, taking his mugshot.
Yeah.
But somebody had posted that the other day. I see it on Facebook. It was like me after taking my grandfather's advice on how to deal with my girlfriend. Like, yeah, you'd get locked the fuck up if you moved the way they moved back in the day. And that's just what it is. Things are different now. And Shout out to Black and them over there. They had an episode where they talked about that shit. Like, and I ain't gonna hold you. I at times fall into it where it's just like, yo, I don't even want the headache. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, no. There's been more policing because we talk about it all the time. Just policing of content and thoughts and the things that we say and do as it relates to this show, especially, and our social media, because you know what's going to happen when you say certain shit.
It's just certain things are just what
my archived fucking tweets is like it's wild.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? It's wild in the drink. You know what I'm saying? But it's just like, yo, just for I've been there. I've been at the ire of these people. Yeah. Like, I don't want to deal with it.
Yeah.
I don't want to deal with it. I don't want my girl being drugged into some shit because I was joking and motherfuckers can't take a joke.
Yeah, yeah. And that's really where it be nowadays, where it's like, yo, you know, I was thinking about some shit the other night where it's just like, damn, you really can't joke like that no more. Like you
ever.
It's just certain things can't get said, can't get done. You know, it's just, that's life. That's where we are. You know, we will mourn him. You know what I'm saying? But there's nothing we can do for you, Andrew Tate. If Boosie going, you going.
For sure.
You know what I mean? And Boosie ain't doing nothing but what Pimp C was doing.
Literally the same.
You know, long live a Pimp. Like Pimp couldn't even exist telling them stories and ranting and shit the way he was.
Pimp would have fucking go to make his account and then we would have put his name in and they would have like, oh no. He would have never even made it on the platform.
No. Like you just, and the craziest part is I've said it before, when you talk to especially older black men from the South, they are really, I told you one of the guys at my depot got locked up a couple years ago for doing some shit with an underage person. Yeah. And I'm sorry. He didn't do nothing with he got locked up at the job. And people was like, what the hell? What he do? Then they came and locked him up. Whatever. And he was like, shit, you know them white motherfuckers, man. Fuck around them little boys. You know what I'm saying? We all burst out laughing because he sounded just like Pimp in the fucking joint. He said, you know them white motherfuckers be fucking around them little boys. You know? And it's like, that's how they talk. That's really how they are. So Boosie that's not an act.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? Offset and Quavo might be an act.
Right.
Boosie ain't an act. Yeah. That's really how he talk, how he act. You see him in the Hellcat with his son? Mm-hmm. His son was like, why don't you put your seatbelt on? He said, nigga, you put your seatbelt on. I can't die. They done tried to kill me several times. They can't. I'm immortal, nigga. It's like, he's not joking. That's really him. That nigga's son said, Dad, put your seatbelt on. He said, nigga, you put your seatbelt on. They can't kill me. I'm immortal, nigga.
Boosie being immortal is hilarious.
That's funny as shit.
That's like
I'm a mortal, nigga.
That's like a 60 episode cartoon. Like if we like a mortal Boosie, like if we explore.
That's some shit you just don't expect the nigga to say to you. I'm a mortal, nigga.
He can't kill me. I'm fucking death row cancer.
Yeah, they tried to kill me, nigga. They can't. I'm immortal. You put your seat.
Nigga shot me up in Dallas. That's 3 times.
But that's not an act. That's dead ass for real. You heard Bun B say the shit about Pimp when he met Jay-Z. Think about how niggas in the game act meeting Jay-Z. Pimp straight told Jay from Rip, man, I'm not doing no more than 8 bars. Take it or leave it, nigga.
I don't even want to do this shit.
I don't even want to do this shit.
You was beefing with my man Tupac.
You see what I'm saying?
I don't even want to be here.
I got the whole Velez down here. I don't even want to come to this shit. For real. Bun like, come on, Pimp, this our shot. We can break the fuck out. All right, man, I'm pulling up. With a mink and a coat. I don't need no motherfucking wardrobe, nigga. Film me in this shit right here.
Why you got the mink on, Pimp? Ain't no temperature
on TV, nigga. Get your ass together.
Like, wake up. Look alive.
Yeah, this ain't that. But you see what I'm saying? That's not a gimmick. Yeah. That's not an act. It's a lot of motherfuckers in the joint where it feels fake. It feels gimmicky. But you can sense when somebody is just like really who they are.
Yeah.
Like 50 Cent just being like a bit of a jackass. Yeah. Like he's not being funny. Like all that shit with Khaled address, mama, that's him. That's really who he is.
Man, there was a clip the other day that resurfaced where it was 50, he was talking to a DJ. He was talking to Punch that was working for he was Scotchy 69 DJ, worked for This Is 50 and all that. And he was doing an interview with Fifth, and they was just talking. And he was like, "Yeah, man." He was like, "Man, if you fuck me up right now, I'm getting the big bag." You know what I'm saying? Like I'm I'm calling the police. I'm doing da-da-da. I'm calling my lawyer. Woo, 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 woo. And 50 said, no, you're not. He said, because what's going to happen is the same money that you think you're going to get, I'm going to give it to the niggas that's going to come finish the job, and they going to shoot the ambulance up. You ain't going to never see that money. And I'm just like, kind of got a point. Dealing with a different nigga.
Yeah.
Niggas beat fucking Slow Bucks up and robbed him at Summer Jam.
Yeah.
There was 90,000 people there. Yeah. It was being live streamed on the whole universe. Like,
Slow ain't been the same since.
Ain't been the same since. So like you said, man, to your point, certain niggas is not act.
No,
just
like,
who they are.
This is just what it is.
And to that point, the Andrew Tate shit, it's not an act. He's not putting on.
And that's
I've seen old clips where he was on Big Brother and all that. He's the same nigga. He's just way richer.
That's the point I was making at the live show, where it's like, I don't get offended by the shit people get offended by, because I understand that people are just different. Yeah. There are extremists out here. Seriously. You bless your food. There's people out here that think Jesus don't exist. Ain't blessing shit. About to eat these nuggets with no blessings. You understand? Like, there are extremists out here. So that's the problem with inclusion. Like, I actually wrote this bit the other night, if I ever do it on stage, but it's like, we all want inclusion, but I actually don't. There's shit y'all can leave. Y'all can uninclude me, actually. And I got like a whole rundown of shit. Like, y'all can leave me out of certain shit. And it's the truth. It's like, yo, why do we have to be all inclusive? For what?
Yeah, why do we have to be one society?
My grandfather didn't think like me. Yeah. My grandmother didn't think like my sister. My sister don't think like, why the fuck do we all have to have the same thought and believe the same things? Why can't I personally believe that Bernie Mac is the GOAT of comedy? Why do I gotta sit and be like, damn, the joke where he made the joke about the retarded bus driver is offensive? Because it wasn't offensive when they was original kings of comedy. No. They was selling out arenas every night behind him doing that. Why do I have to go back when the man done passed away and be like, oh, that was offensive, that should have never, like, it's stupid. It's just dumb. I saw a thing recently where it was like, they was talking about all the television shows that this one organization wants taken off of like streaming services for it being offensive, like Married with Children and all this shit. And it's just like, dog, like Al Bundy, shit, Sanford and Son wouldn't have made it 3 episodes nowadays.
All in the Family?
None of that shit. I was watching the joint the other day. Sanford and Son, Walona was Fred's like love interest for the episode from Good Times. She bought him a smoker's jacket. And Lamont was like, you look ridiculous with the jacket on. He's like, what are you talking about? She bought me this. I look real good with this on. Then they wound up getting into an argument. She stormed out of the house. He ripped it off. Was like, take this faggoty jacket with you. Threw the shit out the house.
Network television.
NBC. Yeah. That was on NBC. Take this faggoty jacket with you.
Man, fucking George Jefferson called everybody a honky.
Dog.
Every episode, somebody a honky.
Yeah, and it's like, and the thing is, it's like
that shit couldn't exist nowadays.
By and large, the majority of people don't feel this way.
Yeah.
About whatever causes people are taking up, it's them and like 10,000 more dickheads. It's not representative enough of a large sector of the population, because people that live in New York don't think and live like people that live in Missouri. People that live in Missouri don't think and live like people in Los Angeles. Like, and the fact that we're trying to create this one society and this one world government and one way of thinking and one fucking band of ethics and all of that shit. It's like, no, that's not how this works. Like,
I gotta keep it a buck with you. I appreciate Andrew Tate or Kevin Samuels or Andrew Dice Clay or. On the flip side, like, I appreciate women who say crazy. Those is your thoughts. You're a human. How the fuck do we have as the First Amendment freedom of speech? Ain't that the first one?
Yeah, and you know what the new argument against freedom of speech is? Only thing freedom of speech protects you from is going to jail for saying what you want to say. It doesn't mean that Instagram and Facebook and this can't ban you for terms of services. I'm like, yeah, but the overarching point should be what the federal government says, not what some private organization.
I wasn't even going into being banned as far as like these apps. Fuck these apps. I mean, as far as like how Kevin Hart said, like, you'll get killed on Twitter, walk outside and go up to somebody, yo, what's up with you? You see my post? What post?
What post?
That shit where it's just like, literally, we've been going back and forth. cancel culture, like whoever's behind it, is still trying to get Dave
They
Chappelle.
still trying to fight it.
Still. And Dave Chappelle is like, nigga, I'm performing at the Met tonight. I don't know what to tell
I
you.
defeated y'all 6 times. Why? What are we doing here?
Because I stand by freedom of speech. And I realized that just over the like last couple like months, really paying attention to it, that's why he lives on that farm in Ohio. Because at any given time, I could unplug and I'm there. And y'all can't
Ain't
even
no
come.
paparazzi in Youngstown, Ohio.
Ain't nobody coming through this cornfield to come holler at me. We should pull up through the cornfield.
No, don't bullshit.
Like, but no, that's real. Like, ain't nobody coming to the cornfield to come fucking check me about some shit I said at the show the other night. I said that shit in my next show next Friday when I leave the cornfield. You understand what I'm saying?
They caught themselves getting him thrown out of this one venue in Minnesota, and he ended up getting bumped up to a bigger venue. It was like a venue double the size.
I seen that.
So it's like, what did you do here? Like, all you did was expose him to more people, fucking make him more money. Like, it's just like, this is idiotic. Like, this is a losing battle, and y'all refuse to concede.
Yeah.
This is like the Confederacy. Like, the Civil War is over, and the Confederacy is still like, we got a shot. How many of us is left? 37.
Yeah.
Like, we about to march up to New York and kill these motherfuckers.
Where's Ulysses? He dead, boss.
He dead, boss. Like,
He dead,
we still got a shot. We got 1 cannon and 37 soldiers. Like, this is over.
Yeah. We got 1 cannon.
Y'all got to get the cannon all the way to Philadelphia. Like,
Yo, I watched Ben-Hur last night.
oh god,
My dad's gonna love when he
Yul
hears this.
Brynner?
I watched Charlton Heston.
oh, Charles Heston. Okay.
Yeah, I watched Ben-Hur last night, and Lee came out and seen. He was like, "Oh yeah, you definitely fried." I'm like, "Yeah."
Yeah, fucking Yul.
I was dead ass watching Ben-Hur last night.
I've been watching. One of my favorite shows is Westworld. It comes on HBO. whatever.
Everybody talks about
It's a
Westworld.
very good show. It's basically it's based around like we reach a point in society where people are so bored with everyday life that they go to these android theme parks where there's robot people or whatever like that simulate different periods of life. So like the Wild West or like a future environment or like some fucking underwater city or whatever, like all these different things or whatever the case may be. And eventually like the fucking the androids begin to get a conscience and become lucid and understand what they're participating in and just take over the park and kill the fucking humans and shit.
Sort of
Like iRobot.
Exactly.
I was
It's the same general theme.
I was gonna say Deep Blue Sea, but all right. Yeah, same thing.
But it's based on the original one from 1975 that starred Yul Brynner.
Okay.
And he was just like this wild ass cowboy that was just like this android that was
It's
crazy
funny.
and
We
killed
could
everybody
wrap
at the
this
park.
up, but you just made me think about it. Y'all weird. Android owners.
Oh yeah, for sure.
They are nuts. Nuts. Do you think we're addicted to iPhones?
Yes.
Okay. I think it's just the simplicity behind the device.
Yeah,
where
it's very user friendly. And
You-
that's Apple's whole ethos from top to bottom, but their whole product line.
and I'm gonna be honest. When it comes to the phone, do I use it for all of its capabilities? No. But for the shit that I want to use it for,
It's all right there.
it's all right there. And I had a conversation with an Android owner the other day, and he literally was telling me about like, no, but see, the thing with the new Samsung is the encryption, because you could have this, that, and the third in your phone, and especially encrypted to where only you can get to it. No one else. That shit is literally, it's in there. It's like a top secret document. And I'm like, you're a ramp agent at the airport. You don't have any top
You
secret.
do not have the fucking nuke codes in your fucking
I was
phone.
like, them nudes from Shorty from Fridays.
They
not-
dime niggas' phones already.
They are not top secret.
Soon as you put them in your homies group chat, they sent them to 9 more niggas.
Yo, I'm listening to you
Those
like,
dudes
what?
are on 81 phones already.
Like, you have nothing top secret, yo. Yeah, that's it.
Niggas are ridiculous.
Yo, motherfucking Android users are crazy.
I got a final y'all weird. This girl tried to snatch Asian Doll's chain at a nightclub or whatever, fucking some meet and greet.
Oh, yeah, that was
the
shit.
other night, and I want to play y'all the fucking audio of her explaining why she tried to do this shit.
Pop tell me, yo, no more clubs.
All right, that wasn't it.
That shit was big as. Oh, y'all can't hear me? That shit was big as fuck in my face. my little ass, I'm looking like, bro, I paid bands for my chain. My shit little as fuck. So imagine how much she paid for her shit. Nah, I needs that. I needs that. Fuck out of here. Y'all all y'all niggas, y'all niggas is in the section talking about y'all niggas is bitches. Y'all niggas is bitches. Bro, that shit did not come. Niggas talking about her shit off. That shit did not come off, bro. When I snatched her shit, I did like this. I grabbed everything from right here. She had 2 chains on. I grabbed that shit like this, and I pulled that shit with, bro, all my fucking strength I could gather. I pulled that shit. That bitch fell, and her chain still did not come off. They got special locks on that shit. I didn't know that. They got special locks on that shit. I didn't know. I don't give a fuck. Yes, I pulled that shit. Bitch, that shit was shiny as fuck. You talking about that's out of here?
I think that y'all weird is self-explanatory, but like people are putting themselves in like life or death situations
Directly in the line of fire.
in the direct line of fire over stuff.
Over
trying
stuff.
to take somebody's stuff, man. Yeah. And it's like the point that she made about the fact that like, I tried to pull the chain and it wouldn't come off. Yes. Do you think that these motherfuckers is walking around with $100, $150, $200,000 on their neck and they not going to secure that investment where it's like any piece of garbage could just walk up and just snatch my chain? It is not 1987.
Yeah, no, these is not the Cubans from the early death row days.
These Cubans don't pop.
No.
I promise you.
To that point, I watched a video where Mazza from New York, you know what I'm talking about? Mm-hmm. He's a real good jeweler. But he gave, I want to say it was Jim Jones. He did like a chain for Jim Jones or whatever. And in the video, Jim Jones, who I know is like an icier individual for years now, he couldn't get the lock open. Yeah. And he had to come in because it was like a special joint where like it's a piece that goes in. You have to unscrew that, flip the shit open, then the lock is actually inside of, because the part that closes is icy too. And it's like, it's like almost like a 3-lock joint in one. And they were like perplexed by the shit. And it was just like, like this ain't no regular this ain't like a hook. Like, remember the old little hooks? Like, it ain't that no more. Like, it's a real live lock on the chain.
Like, you're not yanking nobody's fucking chain. You know what I'm saying? That shit is over with. And
my thing is, once you yank the chain, then what?
And then security DDT your ass and pistol whip you. Is it worth it? Like, the girl said in another video, security picked her up by her neck with his bicep and carried her outside, dropped her on her head, and put a gun to her. And it's like, you lucky you not dead right now. Yeah, and it's like, in the pursuit of shiny objects, all that happened to you, and you still on the internet popping it like, man, I had to try the bitch. Like, damn, like, she on some nut shit. Why she ain't let me rob her? Yeah. Like, this is clownery. This is clownery, man. Like,
that's real shit.
Black society is fucking fried, and I want y'all to stop pretending that it's not, man.
Man,
this is a female trying to rob a strong arm robbery on another. We're
gonna do that on Patreon. Black society, like I was having a conversation yesterday with my homie. I'm telling him, I'm like, it's really, 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 really like unbelievable. It's like we almost are like lying to each other. Yeah. Pretending.
We're pretending like what you mean? Like, nigga, what? Have you been to Atlanta lately? Have you been to Philadelphia? Have you been to Brooklyn, Queens, Bronx? Like, what do you mean, what do I mean? Yeah. You been to Los Angeles? Have you been to London? Yeah. Like, motherfuckers, like, London has turned into Grand Theft Auto, dog. I saw a video today. It was on Watch
that World's Toughest Prisons, John. They was in, was it Cape Town, South Africa? One of them motherfuckers over there. But the car robbery shit is so bad that the prime minister of the state came out and did a press conference and was like, me and my team have worked diligently on trying to slow down because the carjacking is out of control. Yeah. He's like, me and my team have worked diligently on stopping and bringing an end to carjacking, and we figured out a plan for the country. Nobody drive after 7 p.m. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I saw John. They said that.
That was the plan.
Yeah, just don't drive. Yeah, if it's dark, just don't do it.
Yeah, you feel yourself getting like the sun going down, just stay.
Nah, that ain't for you. You know what I'm saying? Don't do that at all.
I was literally on the floor laughing like that motherfucker got a press conference about this.
This is the plan. We got it.
We figured it out, y'all.
They said London has the most closed. They said London is the most surveilled city in the world. It has the most closed circuit television coverage per square mile per person in the world, and they still can't stop all the carjackings.
Oh, I got one that's about to fuck you up. What's the murder capital of the world? For as bad as we think Philadelphia, Baltimore, Miami, Detroit, all this shit is, Chicago, what's the murder capital of the world?
Murder capital of the world. I think it's somewhere in the Middle East.
No.
Okay. I'm cooked then.
Honduras.
Oh, South America.
400 people a month.
A month?
Dog.
Damn, more than Mexico?
Dog, you gotta watch that World's Toughest Prison shit. He was at the joint in Honduras.
Yo.
It's so ridiculous. The motherfucking people are walking around with knives in the prison, like just out. And he's like, no, I gotta keep this because they be, motherfuckers murdering. And the guards is completely cool with it. What was the boy Raphael was like, I cannot believe this shit. Like people are walking around the prison yard with knives and machetes and shit, and that's just for defense.
Holy shit.
He
man.
said it's 400 murders a month. I was like, damn.
That's the craziest shit I ever heard in my life.
Yeah. Yeah. Wild times.
That's 4,800 murders a year.
Mm-hmm. Crazy, right?
Damn.
Yeah.
There's something to be said for being in a civilized society, because even when shit bad, it ain't that bad.
And that's what I'm realizing, bringing it full circle, watching that type of shit where it's like, the one John, he was at the prison in Papua New Guinea. They served rice twice a day. Like, that's all they serve is rice. They boil rice and shit. Motherfuckers eat rice. They were handing out the rice. Probably like 50 of the prisoners, they got to the end, the rice was gone. And they just like, so the boy Raphael Rowe was like, so what happens if they don't, we out of rice? Like, and he was like, oh, well, they can try tomorrow. And the people in line, like the niggas in line was just like, Mr. Rice. and Raphael Rowe like, yo, they not even tripping about this shit. And it's just like, they were saying how like it's common there where it's like when the food come, you gotta get your ass up and get in line. To get your rice, because if you not early enough, you will not. And it's like, think about being in jail where it's like you don't know if you're gonna eat today.
You might eat, might not.
You might or you might not.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Crazy, right? And it's perfectly just going on, like just that's what it is. This shit is nuts.
Sheesh.
Yeah, but I got nothing else. We've done 2 hours and 20 minutes.
Yeah, for sure.
It's enough for y'all. People gonna be hitting us on Thursday. Damn, man, what's going on? Y'all ain't got nothing to do. You got anything about throwing?
Nah, man. Just, if y'all haven't already, subscribe to the Patreon. Even as important as that, subscribe to us on YouTube. We're trying to grow our YouTube following. That's like our main focus right now as content creators, is just pushing our thing up on YouTube. We got the D4M Sloan interview out right now. JP interview is up on YouTube. All the back catalog stuff. Barb, Ron, DJ A Boogie, Tyron Barnes, all of that. So check out all of them interviews, share them Jones on y'all socials, you know what I'm saying? We're trying to run the views up on those. Other than that, man, love y'all, appreciate y'all. TRPE, we out.